this is Larry King welcoming you to the Opie and Anthony Show right here on Sirius XM's satellite radio. What the hell am I doing here?
Isn't it brilliant? Forget it. The thing's out of control. Out of control.
Great guests, interesting interviews, and, of course, your phone calls as well. It gets my nipples hard. You know what I mean, son? Are you out of your mind? It's not the most talked about, not the most written about, and certainly not the most listened to show in the history of radio, but I'm still proud to intro it.
Oh, you're going to have a ball.
Yeah, good. Let's welcome our hosts, Opie and Anthony. By the way, who's Jim Norton?
Yes, it's Friday. Holy shit, we made it to Friday, thank God.
Thank Jesus Christ on the cross.
Oh, you gotta say
Jesus.
that every time you say Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh.
Thank you, Jesus. I thought Jesus was coming back last night. Holy Mother of God.
Was it bad?
Yeah.
A lot of lightning in the sky.
Actually, one of the boys there, one of the brothers there from Letterman.
The Stengels?
Yeah, the Stengels.
Who I'm in cahoots with to make Fez cry?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I haven't forgotten.
They're actually not brothers, they're a married couple.
Oh, they're a married couple.
Oh, I thought they were brothers.
Oh, Justin and Eric
lovely.
Stengel are
Cool.
a married couple.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It is cute.
I saw a tweet about the weather, and he said it looked like end of days, where it was just Armageddon happening, and then it rolled into my neck of the woods, neck of the nape of the wape, and it was very Armageddon-ish. Hail, huge hail was coming down.
How big was the hail?
It was
softball.
I like
golf
saying
ball?
the size of golf ball because that's usually the rule
standard?
of thumb. The standard with hail is the size of golf balls.
But let's be honest, it was like raisins.
It was raisin-ish.
Because people get real hailstorms where it is golf balls and bigger.
It screws your car up.
Around here, I think we get maybe raisins falling from the sky every once in a while.
I did see some that were probably the size of grapes.
Really?
You know, pre-dried raisins are grapes.
Really?
And, there was some grape-size hail coming down. And I jumped in the pool. Mm-hmm. I jumped in my pool in this hailstorm, and there was lightning and thunder, and all I was thinking is what the headline would be if I had been struck by lightning. And I think it was shock jock shocked after shocking cock shot. After release of shocking cock shot.
You have too much time on your hands.
No.
You got to get a hobby, man. You got to get some kind of hobby or have a kid.
No,
I
it
was
wouldn't
just thinking
say.
of how the news would portray it if I had been struck by lightning after everything that has transpired over the week. Shock jock shocked after releasing shocking cock shot.
What a shock.
Shock.
What a
Shocker.
shock. Shock.
Yes.
Shocked to death after a week of showing cock.
Cock shot.
Shock. Cock.
It was cool though.
Yeah.
When you're in a pool when like hail is falling
And hitting
it's just
you
such
all
a
around
weird
you?
thing. Yeah, it's such a weird contrast.
Do you have a death wish?
No, I knew everything would be okie dokie.
You do a lot
I was
of-
in the low area of the neighborhood.
Because lightning understands that if it hits the water.
Yeah.
Let's just hit the deep end and make sure it just stays around there.
Does that happen though? I'm wondering. Does lightning strike the water in a pool, or would it strike the trees around me?
It would be pretty tough to hit the pool.
I think so.
I think it's possible, though.
There's so many high points. And my house
Yeah.
has those peaks on it.
Yeah.
So it's got the lightning rods
Yeah.
on top, and I think that would attract the lightning.
You know, every day we come in here and you never know. This is the beauty of our show. We just are babbling and then it leads to stuff.
Yeah.
I'm laughing inside because now I get to tell the story of good old. I can't say his name. Fuck. He's an Asian friend of mine. Who I used to caddy with.
Caddy.
I've told this story many times. Huntington Crescent Club. He's under a tree it's called four caddying, where you go ahead so you can see the guys hit their golf ball. He's under a tree. I believe it was, seventh hole. He's on the left side, about 180 yards out, right? And there's sort of a lightning thing happening, but it's not really raining. And the lightning hits the tree that he's under, splits it in half.
Wow. like a movie.
No damage to him, really. And this Asian friend of mine, not an expression on his damn face.
Really?
Yes.
Just stood there like, bah,
Right.
just got to watch the ball.
The thing, like a movie, hits the tree, and yes, it pretty much splits in half around him.
Wow.
And not even a reaction by the guy. I would have dropped my clubs and said, fuck this, I'm going home.
They are resilient.
But
let's see. Nearly 100 people die from lightning strikes each year, and hundreds are injured.
That's
if
it?
If you see lightning or hear thunder, you are a potential target for lightning strike. Lightning fatalities or injuries occur most often when you are
in a pool,
near or in water, indoor or outdoor pools, including showers or plumbing, near or under trees and tall objects, diving boards, towers, lifeguard stands, poles, etc. So I guess I was putting myself in some form of danger.
Boy,
as I jumped in the pool during the lightning storm.
I thought
I thought you were safe.
I thought the deaths were a lot higher than that. Only 100 a year?
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
That's for America, right? America.
America. I did not know. I thought in a pool with other higher things around you, and my pool is grounded. Like when it was made, they took all that rebar that they put the gunite on,
right?
And they actually stick a shitload of grounding poles in and attach them to that.
Yeah, I saw the storm rolling in. I was tired, man. I finally slept for the first time in a couple days.
Oh God,
there was a lot of excitement around this show the last few days. Now everyone goes away, and now it's just us doing our show.
You are absolutely right, because I almost died 3 times driving home yesterday. I had to punch myself in the face.
Because you were so tired?
And roll my windows down, and I was yelling, "Stay awake, Anthony, stay awake." And then I almost hit the divider 3 times driving home. And then I literally saw chromium elephants crossing the expressway. And I had to like shake my head and look, and then they were gone. But they looked like giant chrome elephants, like slowly walking into the road. I was hallucinating.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to you.
I thought
and then I had to shake my head like, fuck, wake up.
Yeah.
I was that tired. When I finally got home, I went into my room, and it had to be 10 seconds, I was asleep.
Out cold?
Totally asleep.
I was amazed. I went to bed last night.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I went to bed last night and slept till... Is that a real video, by the way?
Yeah.
I've seen it a million times.
It's an inside camera of some guy falling asleep at the wheel, and he has an accident, and he ends up in the back seat.
That's what happens to you.
He just crashes, and he rolls his vehicle, I guess. He's totally asleep. Look at his face. He's all fucked up.
Oh, my God.
And then he just ends up in the back.
That's fucked up.
Oh, God, you can't do that. It's so scary because you have no power over it. Tired driving, 10 times worse than drunk driving. At least you kind of...
Oh, at least when you're
trying.
Yeah, at least you're trying.
At least you're giving it your all.
But I'm a horrible sleeper. I wanted to watch that Heat Mavs game. I know you guys aren't really NBA guys, but I was watching.
Mavs win?
Yeah, the fucking Mavs won, Anthony.
That's what I heard.
And that's why I'm so pissed off at Scottie Pippen, and he'll never care, obviously. But he came out recently and said that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan.
Right.
Michael Jordan came to play in the playoffs. This fucking LeBron James is a bust in the playoffs. And this isn't the first year he's a bust in the playoffs. He fucking sucks. Yeah, the team needed him.
How many punts?
He had 17 last night, and he had a triple-double, because people are going to fucking yell at me about that. That's a big deal in basketball.
A triple-double?
So I'll acknowledge he had a triple-double. But when it mattered most, he had 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Only 2 in the fourth.
When his team needed him. Michael Jordan doesn't score 2 points in the fourth quarter in a playoff game ever.
Michael Jordan scored 2 points on the bench.
Right.
Hey, on the bench.
And the Mavs, fucking got my fingers crossed, 1 game from winning this thing. But
they're up 3-2?
They're up 3-2, but now they go back to Miami for the final 2. So now it gets tough. This is not a guarantee whatsoever.
This could get exciting.
And yeah,
I might watch.
What's the final score?
If it gets down to it, where it's 1 game, and it's the last 5 minutes. I could tune in.
Oh, good. But
How much did they win by?
it was close. It was what was the final? Like I said, I crashed. 112 to 103. And I need someone that really knows their sports because there's a story that they're not talking about on ABC, but man, Twitter's talking about it, and a lot of the sports guys that somebody may have slept with LeBron James's girlfriend, and that's why he was a bust in the game before this one.
Really?
Remember when I was talking about how he only scored 8 points?
Yeah.
LeBron, Jordan doesn't score just 8 points in a playoff game ever, by the way. And now he only had 2 points when the team needed him most last night. And there's this big rumor. There it is. Rashard Lewis definitely had sex with LeBron James's girlfriend. That is a headline I just
Who's
read.
Rashard Lewis?
He plays for, help me out, boys and girls, Lakers? Is he a Laker? I don't know.
What is with the women in LeBron's life banging other players?
112 to 103.
I said that.
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, no, I just got it here.
I see what you're doing.
just got it here. There's a little delay.
I see what you're doing. Without getting into it,
Yeah.
this place proven once again they have no fucking idea what our show's about.
Not a fucking clue.
They don't have a clue. They don't understand how to fucking work this show to make it the best it could possibly be.
You think the flow chart all leads to one area?
The flow chart.
Flow chart for Sirius XM satellite radio. Make a box up top of your page right now and put something good happens, okay? Now an arrow that goes right down to another box and just put problem.
Oh, you made the flow chart?
Oh, here's a Sirius
I'm not going to
flow
say
chart.
who made the flow chart, but I applaud this person.
That's perfect.
Here's the Sirius flow chart. We should tweet this. Because
Yes.
let me tell you something. This Anthony Weiner thing, which we'll get into again.
This is perfect.
The last 2 days, this show got massive publicity.
As did the platform itself.
Well, I was going to say for Sirius XM,
Yeah.
and of course massive publicity for ourselves, which we absolutely love. We're not
Right.
even going to front about. I'll tell you right now, not that we need it, not one fucking guy of importance that works for Sirius XM even walked by our studio, popped their head in and said, good job.
No.
And some people around here would say, well, that's your job. No, it's not. Not one fucking person walked through, popped their head in, of importance, by the way, because a few of the lower level guys did.
Yeah.
And go, wow, great job.
Yeah.
You know how many times CNN and the rest of them said Sirius XM?
Sirius XM satellite radio.
Way more
It just-
publicity than their dumb Lady Gaga interview they did with Gayle King, where
please.
Jimmy wasn't allowed to get his picture taken.
I didn't hear shite about that.
Not only
shite.
Not only did no one pop their head in just to say great job,
Yeah.
it turns out that it led to we have a problem.
We have a problem.
We're not getting fired or suspended,
No,
none of
no.
that shit.
Don't worry about
but
that.
it's one of those we have a problem that just fucking infuriates
They
us.
had to find something.
And that's why the flow chart, the Sirius flow chart.
I love this flow chart.
It starts out at the top. You guys all understand flow charts. A big
Yeah.
box that says, did you do good?
Did you do good?
And then it leads to, a flow chart now leads to other things, right?
Yeah.
2 arrows pointing down to either yes.
Yes.
Or no.
No.
So this Sirius flow chart, did you do good? I would say yes. So
Yes.
So now we're to this point. Yes.
So we followed the arrow from yes and see what option we have
Right.
after that.
And then the next option, and the only option after did you do good, we say yes, is we have a problem.
We have a problem.
That explains Sirius XM right there in our show.
And that stops the flow chart.
Right.
And by the way, to the right is another arrow that goes, did you do good?
Right.
And then the box is no.
Right.
And that has an arrow that goes to, we have a problem.
So basically what we're trying to tell everyone today is no matter what you do around here, it always leads to a problem.
we have a problem.
It can't just be like, let's all relax, have a pizza party, have a couple of the big wigs come walking through and just poke their head in and go, hey, guys, just want to say great job the last few days.
Just enjoy
Nothing.
the moment
Nothing.
for a second.
Nothing.
Could we enjoy the moment for a second? We have to hang this up. It's probably the most accurate thing I've ever seen.
Put it right next to don't go home
Don't
with
go home with hope.
hope.
Don't go. This has to go next to don't go home with hope. It's the Sirius flow chart.
Right. I think
It's brilliant.
I think the guys that probably should have popped their head in and just gave us a quick good job, guys.
Yeah.
Are too busy taking wheelbarrows of money and dumping it over to the other side of the floor.
Dumping it into legal fees for a giant lawsuit.
I think they're just dumping barrels of cash into Howard's area. And the next time he works, whenever that is, he'll pick it up and put it in a bank.
I picture a room. I picture a room that looks like the counting room in Scarface.
Right.
Where it's just and 80s montage music playing, and they're just counting the money.
And just
that goes over to the other side of the building.
Yeah, and making sure Howard gets it. When he works, by the way.
Which, by the way, God bless Howard Stern. It is just amazing.
People get confused by that. If you could get that deal, I would sign tomorrow.
Take it.
Just shows that some people aren't that smart around here, though. I'll tell you that.
Of course. Believe me. It's based on utter stupidity on the part of
and then you got
people.
Us busting our asses day in and day out. I know it's radio, but in the radio world, trust me, we're busting our asses. I know there's tougher jobs out there.
It's all relative.
It's all relative. But you're listening to three guys, that are busting their asses every fucking day, and we can't even get a good job, guys.
Yeah.
Not that I need that to go home with, but it just plays into like this whole place, and that's why it bothers me.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'd actually rather not have a good job, guys, from them. Honestly, they really, because them saying good job obviously means bad job.
Bad, yes.
Because whenever something's good, they say it's bad. So when they don't say anything, it must mean it's good. Because they get everything wrong.
They get everything
You're right.
wrong. We're sitting here on a Friday morning after 2 amazing days of press for us and the show.
And the company.
And it led to a problem. And that's all we can say right now.
A problem.
A problem that's not going to get us fired or suspended, but it's just going to make us not want to be here.
No, it's
even more.
It's just another thing. It's not something major. It's not a firing, a suspension, or anything to do with any of the staff or anything. It's just another little thing, another little support piece, another piece of the foundation that they chisel away at, and then just go, all right, now continue doing the great job you do that we don't recognize.
I'll tell you, it came out with all the press we've gotten the last couple of days that we've kind of like, wow, Opie and oh yeah, those guys.
Right.
And you know what? I can't even be mad. They're right.
They're absolutely right.
We had a lot of momentum, going into coming over to this building. When we had our own studio and all that, we had an incredible amount of momentum. And I told Anthony last night, I'm like, I just feel like we've been just kind of rotting over here. I know we're doing good radio. I really do know we're doing good radio.
Some of the best of our careers, I would say.
I believe we're doing our jobs.
Yeah.
But as far as a company trying to push you forward and getting the momentum going and what does that mean and making the show bigger, these guys don't understand or know how to do that.
No.
And that's why it's going to make it so easy just to walk away after this contract. Because why would we stay here and just continue rotting?
Yeah, the Opie and Anthony show is a stagnant puddle with mosquito larvae in it.
Right.
So it's just sitting here.
So some of these writers were absolutely right, but I have to tell you, it's no fault of ours.
No.
Because I really do believe what Ant just said is the truth, that we've been doing some of the best radio of our careers.
The fans are loving the shit out of the show. Believe me, I know that. But as far as being out there and having new people that have never heard of us before find us, get on board, enjoy the show, that shit doesn't happen because we don't go out. We're not allowed to do half of the shocking stuff. When they said shock jock, I'm laughing because I'm like, especially we got an article, we're going to go through it, that salon.com woman that wrote how the shock jock is dead and how they should just not exist anymore. And it's like, but it's true because we're not shock jocks. And maybe not by choice. I mean, obviously, as we get older and mature, we move the show in a different direction.
Right.
But we are incapable of being shock jocks anymore.
We have that card in our pocket.
Yeah.
In our playing deck. Certainly, we could be shock jocks at any moment. But this show has moved on from that bullshit a long time ago.
Haven't been there.
And the Anthony Weiner photo, we just did what every news outlet in the world wanted to do, but they couldn't figure out how to do it.
Right.
Every radio guy, including Rush Limbaugh and that stupid Ed Schultz and the rest of them, all wanted to be the ones.
Exactly.
That fucking phone went around this room and we took our shot. We said, what the fuck? Simple as that.
Yep.
I got a clip of Barbara Walters. You can hear how jealous she is.
Yeah.
You could hear it. So a few people try to spun it that shock jocks Opie and Anthony, how dare they, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to do it. They just couldn't figure out how to do it yet.
Oh,
that
those
picture was
shock
going to be out
jocks.
there.
But how come when other people do it, it's considered leaking it?
Right.
But when radio guys do it, it's a problem.
It's shock jocks.
It's amazing.
Because it's the easiest thing to say.
I understand why Breitbart's not happy, but why does the rest of the media, why do they have any opinion about it? The nerve of the other people in the media to have any fucking judgment about how anybody gets information out there.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were a lot of negotiations going on. I don't even know with Breitbart. I don't know that guy, by the way, just so people know. Anthony knew him a little bit, and Jimmy knows him a little bit. I met him for the first time the other day, and so I don't know what he was thinking whatsoever. But I would bet money, like we've talked about the last couple of days on the show, that there's more than one copy of that photo, and I bet you there were some negotiations going on out there. And it was just a matter of time. That picture was going to see the light of day. And I'm not justifying what we did. We know what we did, and I would do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
But all these other news outlets and radio guys, they were all clamoring and hoping they had a shot at maybe leaking that photo.
Of course.
Including Barbara Walters, who shows her jealousy on The View. She goes, I saw that picture 2 days ago.
Oh, well.
So what does that mean?
Did you?
You didn't have the balls to try to figure it out, Bawa.
Did you sit on it?
Yeah, exactly. What's the matter? Because he wasn't a married senator? He didn't want to sit on it? Babs? Shut the fuck up.
Babs.
She really bugs me.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's
We just started 3 or 4 things. I'm trying to wrap it up now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, so I try not to be bitter here, to be honest with you, but it's tough. It's tough.
It really is.
It's just tough. And I do want one of these big guys to maybe just poke their head in, just to show, oh, I get it, you know?
Yeah.
But I understand it's never going to happen. You know, they don't give a fuck about us. Simple as that.
And believe me,
we just stood on our heads for 2 days.
Yeah.
And then no one noticed around here.
Yeah.
No one noticed.
No,
Well, the publicity department here must have done something to help.
Oh,
They didn't even push it forward.
No.
They didn't even, I guess, do we have a PR department?
Oh, yes.
I was getting interview
Mars? Oh, I'm sorry.
I was getting interview requests from our agent from LA.
Yeah.
You would think the PR department, if we were a big piece of this company or someone they cared about, they would have sat us down for 2 minutes and go, okay, wow, how do we capitalize on this? Because that's what we used to do at XM, by the way. Holy shit, how do we capitalize on this?
Yeah.
I'm going to put, they should have put out interview requests for real places. Like yesterday, Bob's all excited, calls me, Inside Edition wants to interview you guys. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I was asleep through the
Inside Edition
through that
phone
whole
calls.
thing. Yeah. So I woke up, I read like
Is that show even on TV
text.
anymore?
I read a text and it's like, Bob,
Right.
hey, you got to get in touch with Inside Edition within the next couple of hours. They want to talk to you. And it was like 4 hours after I got it. I'm like, well, I guess that's...
Trust me.
well.
Yeah, but there is a PR department around here. Why didn't they just sit down with us and go, wow, how do we capitalize on this? What do we do? Do we do anything?
Yeah.
Do we just sit back? Do you guys want to do anything? These are the questions they should have asked us.
Yeah. Oh, Inside Edition. Yes, thank you, young Sam. Inside Edition speaks with such stars as Ian Halperin.
Ian Halperin is now dead to this radio show. He's dead he's dead to us.
What did he do?
Nothing. That's why he's dead to us.
Turd.
He's never given us a scoop in his life. He's
Turd.
dead. He's dead to us.
Screw him.
So,
yeah.
that's what's disappointing about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Knowing that you don't have anyone of importance that even just pokes in to say, hey, wow, nice job. I don't even know if they even realize we're doing a show day in and day out. And then you got a PR department that doesn't even have the smarts, or maybe they just don't care enough to sit us down and go, how do we capitalize on this? What should we do here? How do we push this? How do we push this forward? How do we make you guys look a little better?
You know why? Because management wasn't able to take a picture with what happened. See, if they can take a picture with like a star in the fishbowl,
right,
then it's huge. They think, wow, this is a huge event.
Right.
And they're all patting each other on the back and everything. But when something real happens, and it's all over every fucking TV screen on the news, and it involves a show on this platform, the company, something like that, they're just like, what? I can't take a picture with that.
And they can make
so
sure
that's how they gauge it.
They make sure that we don't take a picture with it either.
Exactly.
Hey, could you could you not here? Could you just kind of basically being shooed at?
Hey, riffraff. Could you just not be around when the big celebrities come in because you embarrass us?
Yeah, we were shooed away from whatever. It's
sick to my stomach.
We're an embarrassment.
And then
that should put it in the intro when I go. We're an embarrassment.
Did we air Stephen Colbert to the intro yet?
Oh, I haven't seen the second one because I guess last night he goofed on us again.
Yeah, we got so much to get to, but
yeah,
I don't think we added Stephen Colbert to the intro yet, but we do have production.
All right, good. And I want to keep talking about this momentum thing, which we had, and I was reminded of when we finally got this big hit in the media.
Yeah, we kind of were lulled into this.
And I got this dope way down the hall. His name's Scott. I'm still infuriated to this point that he grabs me and goes, "Hey, you guys need to get out there." Yeah, we know. I don't know. I'm thinking a couple wireless mics in Times Square. That's what he thinks of us in the show. I think, I don't know, you guys, wireless mics in Times Square. That's his big idea for one of his big shows. And he gets paid a shitload to come up with shit like that.
We used to do so many things when we were, like, left alone to our own devices over there at the XM studio. We were able to put things together and just, like, the comedy tours, like all that shit that got us out there in front of thousands of fans with a long table where we would sit after the show with the likes of Patrice O'Neill, Bill Burr, and we would all sign things and talk to the fans. It got us out there. But the animation festival, all this stuff
was taken
that
away.
We just don't do anymore. The bits on the street, the box of cocks.
Know why?
Just everything.
Know why here?
Flowchart.
Animation Festival.
Did you do good?
Yes.
It was good? Okay.
Animation Festival, did you do good? I'm going back to the flow chart.
Go to yes on that one. Don't go to no.
But I want to explain why we did good.
Yeah.
First of all, that was an event where we actually sold tickets to. The damn thing sold out. Sponsors were extremely happy. And it showed us in a really good light. It was a classy O&A event.
Very nice.
No
artistic.
tits were shown. It was just like, wow, this is really nice and entertaining. Yeah. So, yes, I go to yes. Okay? And then the flowchart, the Sirius flowchart goes down from yes to we have a problem.
Oh, we have a problem.
We can't do it anymore.
Oh, we can't. We couldn't sell it. We need this. We need that. Legal. We need somebody to sign a waiver that absolves us from any responsibility of even existing. Could we, if anything happens, we're not supposed to.
Can we?
Oh, my God.
If something happens at an event, the secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This tape will self-destruct in 10 seconds. Good luck, Jim.
Do you have
fuck?
Do you have a sound effect of a truck backing up with the beeps?
I used to.
Damn it.
We used to use that when Mendy would come in.
Boom, 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 boom,
yes.
boom,
yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Eggnog challenge. Gave us Baby Bird. Can't do that anymore. The live shows we used to just do at the drop of a hat, so to say, at local bars. We would just be like, hey, you know what? Why don't we all meet at, and then we would just pick a bar and have a few beers with the listeners. Can't do that because God forbid somebody drinks and then maybe drives home and gets into an accident. Somebody's responsible. Bits on the street? Oh, well, we need a waiver, a sign from anybody that was involved. Well, that takes away from the element of surprise, doesn't it? And that's what the whole thing is about, almost like a camera thing. How about the virus tour? Well, oh boy, those venues and that. How about someone works to figure out how the fuck we could do it? Let me go to the flow chart. Yes. Oh, we have a problem. It went to we have a problem.
Immediately. See, we should be happy today is what I'm saying. But there were phone calls yesterday that just had to be picky and just fucking annoying as all hell. And of course, that's how it always is.
And I get when I'm on the phone with anyone from management, anyone, please don't insult me by thinking I'm not completely aware of everything that's going on in every word. I am the consummate diplomat, by the way. The consummate diplomat. I could sit and talk, and I'm not being phony. I'm being real and I'm actually talking. And but when I hear certain catchphrases and keywords and questions, I know what you're getting at. So don't insult me by trying to hedge around it. Just fucking tell me. All right?
Well, they read those corporate books and they use some of that knowledge.
How to handle the staff.
On us.
How to pass along bad news to a staff member. I've been
what
in
chapter
this.
was that? Shut up.
I see it as a chapter in a fucking handbook that is passed around the cubicles.
Start with a compliment. Start with a complimentary statement. Get them off balance.
You don't think we know all that shit?
Give some small talk about the weather.
Know what the book is called? How to Blue Sky Anything.
Oh, blue sky. How to green light. Anything. How to green light and blue sky and tee up and raise up the flagpole and all that shit.
How to properly bake anything.
Bake.
Remember all that shit.
You bake your head.
All right, what do you want to do? We got Barbara Walters, Anthony Weiner, we got Shock Jocks Must Disappear, and we got the Lashard Lewis rumor.
Lashard Lewis rumor?
That's the LeBron James
story.
Oh,
right.
Let me go to JJ. He's pretty good, man. I like JJ in New Hampshire.
Dynamite!
Oh, by the way, I know I'm not going to change a lot of people's opinion on stuff, but when we say that we're doing some of the best radio of our careers, I really do believe that, and Anthony believes that. Jamie, do you believe that?
I do.
Just listen to some of the old shows.
There's a lot of frustration, though.
Yes.
Things that are beyond our control.
Because
it's very, very irritating.
And it's because we are working to do some of the best shows we do, and it's,
this used to be a partnership
translate over there.
It used to be a partnership where we all do our jobs. Yeah. Which I think we're doing. I think we're hitting it out of the park every day. And then you have the company and management people doing their jobs, which means, taking this amazing radio show, and I really do believe it's still amazing, and pushing it forward and how to make it bigger and better. You know what I mean? Right. And they just don't do that whatsoever. No. With that said, I know a lot of guys out there think the NEW days were the best. That's fine too. I personally don't think that, but.
You want to hear the same Ronald Reagan imitation replayed three times during the show?
We did some great...
Remember that? Oh, we did.
We did some great stuff.
Remember how we used to replay a lot of stuff and people would get angry with us? Mm-hmm. I heard that, dude. Which is fine, but it's just an example that, now we carry a show for at least 4 hours of new stuff that's, I would put it as fun and entertaining.
I remember the NEW days and... maybe even the early XM days, going home, going, wow, we sucked today.
Yeah, sucked ass today.
And
it was very hit or miss.
I can't remember the last time I actually walked home thinking we sucked today. There might have been a segment or a guest or something, sure. But I'm talking about the overall show, day in and day out. I can't remember. It's been at least 2+ years where I walked home and go, wow, we really just sucked today.
So you would say we did good.
We did good.
All right, quick, go to the flow chart. We did good. Yes. Where do we go to there? Oh, wait.
Problem.
I guess we have a problem.
But with NEW, I remember walking home a lot or driving home or taking the train home going, wow, we sucked today, but we'll do better tomorrow. But what makes that hard as far as remembering is we only played the best of the best from that era.
We're not gonna play one of those suck ass shows.
That would be a great best of.
One of the suck ass shows in its entirety, like with no edits or anything.
And then people might
be like, "Wow,"
might have a better picture of everything.
Oh God, why are they playing music?
Yeah,
So
whatever. Sirius XM, I'm waiting for my thank you. We gave you guys massive fucking press the last 2 days.
Great publicity.
And guess what? In a positive way for once. I mean,
it was for what we do. That was absolutely
part of the news story that was ongoing.
Right.
And it's not like he was just some regular citizen. He was a congressman. And again, a lot of places would have put that out. As soon as they got it, Press Hilton would have put that up. Any other place that could have put it up would have put it up.
We attached ourselves
to a massive story.
The biggest story at least in the country. At least. It's a worldwide story.
Yeah.
But as far as being the biggest story in the country, we were the fucking the highlight, the end, the crescendo of that was this fucking show.
Yeah, but these guys
I got a positive email I did get a positive email from Gary.
From your doctor? Say positive AIDS.
He sent a good email.
But those are the guys I'm talking about. Those are the cute guys.
Rob
I know.
said something very nice.
Those are the cute guys. I don't even have a problem with. See, look, there's the smiley face guys. I don't have a problem with them, but I know in my soul they're not capable of moving this show forward. They could do some day in and day out type stuff for us, and I appreciate that. Yes, if you need to know the truth, but as far as moving the show forward and getting real momentum for the show, I don't see that ever happening with those guys.
No.
And I've told the proper people that, so it's just what it is. Maybe someday. I don't know. I can't wait around waiting for that day.
No.
Problem is, it all comes down. Everything rolls downhill, and when the attitude of above is just the attitude that comes downhill. That's all it is, and it will never change from here up. It has to change from up down. It will never change from here up, though. Nothing will be done here that ever makes other people who can do things for the show do things for the show. Because they're too worried about doing things for themselves. It won't make them do anything for the show. It's almost like, the head has to be right before the body kind of is. It sounds like it's inspiration. But there's no way this show will ever do anything that motivates people to promote the show or to do things that haven't been doing it for all this time.
I understand all that, but they don't even do the basics. Yeah. Like the PR department, I don't even know who they are. We used to know those people.
Yeah.
They don't even contact us. They don't email us. They don't call us. They don't stop by the studio to go, wow, you guys are pretty much on every news station. You're in every paper. How do we capitalize on this?
How about, here's an example. How about you call, as a station, you call some of these entertainment shows, interview shows, whatever, and sit us down and say, hey guys, after the show, we're going to do such and such show. This one, we spoke with these people. We're setting up interviews for you guys. We want you to talk about it. Get the name of the company and the show out there.
Right.
And then we just one after another, bang, bang, bang these things out.
Right. If we felt like it. I'm not even sure what we would have done.
Whatever. But at least say, hey,
try to come up with a plan.
Do you want us to, take the fucking ball and go to some of these shows and get your side of the story out or whatever?
Yeah.
It was just
nothing.
Hey.
Know what they thought was great? Putting us on the front page of Sirius. What is the website? And I swear to God, I don't know.
SiriusXM.com.
Okay, that's what it is. I really don't know. I was about to say Sirius.com, or I would have been wrong. That's what they did. They feel like they did their job, and we're already off.
I just see a steering wheel.
Oh no, they moved us down already.
Oh, we're after the.
We were the first thing you saw when you went to SiriusXM.com yesterday, and people were emailing me and tweeting me, going, "Look, guys, the company does care." That's what they thought was what they needed to do.
Yeah.
I work for this place. I don't go to that website. Why would I go to SiriusXM.com? There's no reason to go there. There really isn't. And most of the listeners, they're not going to SiriusXM.com.
Unless maybe you want to, subscribe, I guess.
And
can you do that online?
And that's preaching to the converted already.
Right,
so it doesn't even matter that you poke our heads on your fucking front page. Who gives a fuck? What else are you doing?
Wait, you don't think that's good promotion for the show? You don't think the website is seen by all these new people who don't know the show, that they're all looking at the website's front page?
Drop in.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
When it comes to websites, it's not even a blip.
But I understand they actually hung a sign in the building as well.
Yes.
Which is very good.
So the employees know we work here.
Between the pretzels and the Diet Mountain Dew.
Which will probably be cut off.
In the food room.
You mentioned it.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't know there was Diet Mountain Dew in there. So what they're going to do now is take it away.
Well, the lawyers have decided that, God forbid, you're drinking Diet Mountain Dew and somebody gets some spilled on their clothing, we could be held liable for a cleaning bill.
Sure. I hear you. I hear you.
Unbelievable. I'm sorry that, some of you guys don't like the bitching, but I don't know what to tell you.
We do like bringing you in on the, into this show and into what we're dealing with on a daily basis.
Should feel really good about ourselves because the last couple of days was pretty amazing. But I now know, this is why we brought it up. It'll just go back to where it was before that. And, the PR department stuff could have maybe pushed this forward a little bit to make it, last a little longer and maybe, get the show a step higher or something.
Yeah.
Or the company could have done that, and they just choose not to.
And they never will make another decision. Then they never will.
Oh, I know, but that's not okay with me anymore. It's just not okay with me anymore. JJ in New Hampshire. JJ.
Morning, boys.
Good morning, JJ.
Hello.
Hey, going back to the whole LeBron thing. The rumor is that Rashard Lewis, he used to play for Orlando, not sure where he is at this point, but the rumor is that he slept with LeBron's fiancée during the playoffs. A lot of people are skeptical because last year when Boston knocked them out, the rumor came out that Delonte West had slept with his mother.
Yeah, 2 years in a row in the playoffs, there's this weird thing happening with LeBron James.
Maybe he's a really jealous guy and somebody knows that and they get these rumors started.
Oh.
Maybe he's one of those guys that freaks out and is possessive.
Very good.
But then again, why with his mom last year not? Who knows?
Well, his mom is a little...
It's embarrassing. Maybe it's embarrassing, and he can't handle the embarrassment.
His mom's been a bit of an embarrassment to him.
Has she?
Oh, yeah.
He's just a head case, and the media is not covering it because already in the playoffs this year, he was asked a question, Dwayne Wade was asked a question, LeBron called it retarded in the microphone. And then the other day, someone asked him why he only scored 8 points, and he basically was like, I did everything else on the court. You need to start looking at, maybe next time you can ask a better question.
No, that's a really... You know what? If you're going to be put up to the level of a Michael Jordan, yeah, that's a great question. Why did you only score 8 points in a playoff game? Fucking, I hate Scottie Pippen. What a dope.
Yeah.
LeBron James has absolutely not proven himself yet in the playoffs in general. And you got Scottie Pippen saying he's better than Michael Jordan. Go fuck yourself. He certainly is not. You need the mental game, too, and LeBron James is proving he just doesn't have it.
He resented being in Jordan's shadow all those years, and now he's trying to show that he's his own man and he's independent.
Yeah, good for you. I hope it fucking bites you in the ass. LeBron James in the fourth quarter yesterday when the team needed him most, because Dwayne Wade was kind of injured with a hip thing, but he came back into the game. He scored 2 lousy points. And I think the only 2 points he scored was almost when it didn't matter, right? I was reading in the paper today.
There's a couple of good videos of him taking major league flops this year in the playoffs. I believe one's called LeBron is a bitch, and the other is LeBron flops again. If you can find them, it's clear that he's never even touched, and he just dives to the floor.
Yeah, he's a head case, man. I don't know if this rumor's true with Rashard Lewis. I don't know what the deal is, but the fact is he's a head case 2 years in a row now in the playoffs.
Scottie Pippen looks like a Mr. Potato Head. He really does look like a Mr. Potato Head.
He looks like African artwork.
One of those masks.
Yeah, his face is long, and his nose is long but wide and thin. He's awful.
He should be on a totem pole.
He's just awful.
Let you know, boys. Thanks.
All right, yeah,
Wow.
but mainstream media is not covering, obviously, the Rashard Lewis rumor. But, man, that was like almost the number one Twitter trend yesterday. Everyone was discussing it. So, and LeBron James, when he's not playing, walks around like he's Clark Kent. He has these big, over-the-top, black-rimmed Clark Kent-type glasses.
Really?
And I think that's on purpose, by the way.
Superhero?
Yeah, I think he's basically
like
saying, look, when I'm not playing, I'm just a Clark Kent guy.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's where he...
He's doing the Jay-Z glasses.
Jay-Z.
He got it from Jay-Z.
Oh, my God.
Jay-Z has earned wearing weird glasses like that. LeBron James hasn't.
Takes his clothes off in a phone booth, giant N on his chest.
For what?
What?
Why would he have an N on his chest?
By the way, I don't like those stupid glasses Jay-Z is wearing, because what that is that's the alternative comic thing where they pretend they don't think that they're beautiful and hip. Like, hey, I'm just an ugly, stupid nerd, but meanwhile they think they're quirky geniuses who are handsome. That's that. Like, hey, guys, I'm just a regular guy, kind of a nerd. You know, but deep down he thinks he's the coolest motherfucker on the planet who can overcome nerd glasses.
Right.
Buddy Holly, that's good. Yeah, Buddy Holly had that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
we saw how things worked out for him.
So in the black community, that's the thing, these big, over-the-top, black-rimmed glasses.
Is
that new?
It must be.
Is that a new thing?
Gazelles were popular years ago. Remember Gazelles? Gazelle glasses? Nobody?
No.
Tango hat?
What the fuck were you guys? Tango hats.
We weren't a member of the Lords.
Oh, well, that's true. You didn't see the gang shit.
No, if I saw the actual glasses, I would go, yes. I don't know it by
that was
name.
a big name in like the early 80s, 83, 84.
Look up Gazelle glasses. So we all go,
Gazelle.
Yeah, they were big.
I know I bummed out a couple guys today, Gary and Rob, but the fact is you guys probably should have, pushed PR to maybe see if they could have done something with all the press we got the last 2 days.
And to be honest, I did get a couple of, wow, that was really cool that
from
happened.
those guys. That's
from those
nice.
guys, yeah.
I said that.
Yeah. I know. And I did too. I got, good job. That was great.
Yeah.
Awesome. From those guys.
Gary said there's a lot of press, a lot of great hits from, he was sending emails, and Rob made a remark.
But again,
I think Steve said something too.
They're the cute guys.
They're kind of just cute.
The cute
It's amazing
guys.
how us ugly guys can be cute.
That's hilarious. The cute guys.
They're just not cute in a way like,
No, it's just cute. They walk
cute.
around.
The other definition of cute is just cute.
And play workplace.
Right, and
like kids. Like kids running around.
Yeah.
Isn't it cute on commercials when you see a kid in a suit and tie and, Uncle Paul.
It's kind of like...
And they're talking like, hey, that report is due. And the other guy's like, I'll work on it. And they're kids, and you're like, oh, that's adorable.
I got even a better example.
All right.
Now that I'm a father, it's going to come a time where I'm going to have to, when I start playing stuff with my kid, I'm going to have to let him win.
Oh.
So we walk around every once in a while, kind of let them win. Let them think they might be in charge and all. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
They're like the babies in the stock commercials, like that are pretending, but they're in a crib.
Yeah,
they're in a
like,
crib.
Oh, you're a baby. You're not going to do
come on, your
anything.
golf game stinks. What are you talking about?
Right.
I invest with E-Trade.
But they're just a baby.
They're
so
just babies.
They're just cute.
They're saying all these things, but there's crap in their diaper. That's pretty much it.
I get it.
My nephew is a really good baseball player. He's been playing since he was 3 or 4. He's now 13. He's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's whatever, but he is really good for his age. Okay. I remember when he first started out, we would pitch the ball and there'd be a little bunt and he had to run to first base and you would run and oh God, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and you fumble the bunt and
meanwhile you could get him out in a second.
Yes.
That's
what happens around here.
You just
if you need to
the
know
ball a little. Look, we bobble the ball to make you feel good every so often. Okay?
Exactly.
Okay.
And just to make this really hurt, this isn't a bit.
No.
Because sometimes they get confused and go, those guys are doing a bit on management again.
Oh,
this
those
isn't a
guys.
bit. You guys are just kind of cute. And then the guys that really matter, they're too busy backing up a fucking money truck to Howard's area. Keep up the good job. You worked 3 out of the last 10 days. You're doing great for the company.
Young Sam is just putting up baby pictures. Just baby pictures on the computer screen.
They're sad babies, too.
Sad babies, too. They're crying babies.
No. We can't have any exceptions. Can't make any exceptions.
Oh,
today.
no.
Can't make any exceptions.
There's no rule bending. There's no exceptions. There's this fear of setting a precedent that I heard.
There's no exceptions for performers on the platform. There are exceptions for other people on the platform,
of course,
but not for performers.
And when you're doing something artistic, and believe it or not, this does fall into that category. We don't know what we're doing on a daily basis. Things are very fluid. You can't put these strict rules. There are some that have to be adhered to. We understand that. But you can't just put these strict rules that apply to everybody, these blanket rules on something that is so free form and flowing. It just inhibits it.
Eric Logan knew how to look the other way when it was important.
Right.
Simple as that.
We're not talking about looking the other way during a bank robbery.
No.
It's just something that works for the show.
Looking the other way in a corporate environment in such a way that it wasn't going to be some big, huge problem.
It's not going to be an issue.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to always go to we have a problem.
That's real management.
Right.
I'm still friends with Eric.
show.
I'm still friends with him after.
Dude, I'm just hoping fucking Oprah kicks his ass out that door and he moves on to something that we can be part of.
Once he stopped drinking, I had no use for the motherfucker.
But he's a genuine guy. He's not a despicable guy who's out for himself. He's really a genuine guy.
He knew how to accept dick pics that were mailed to him.
Yes, he did.
Love of God, he loved them.
He would never just run into me in a bathroom and go, we need to get you guys out there with wireless mics in Times Square. That's gonna stay with me right up until the end of this fucking contract. I'm looking at him like, wow, you just don't know what we're about. And then I throw it in his face. I'm like, would Howard just fucking walk outside with a wireless mic? Well, he did that, Union Square. I'm like, no, that was because he was announcing to the world he was coming to satellite radio. That was a big fucking deal. That's why that made sense. But he's trying to compare his suggestion for us and Howard doing it. It's two different things.
Are we John Montone?
I don't know. I'm thinking the wireless mics in time. Really?
Opie and Anthony here in Times Square. Absolutely, John. Absolutely. That's a great grumpy baby picture you found there, Sam. Thank you.
Sad babies.
Sad
No,
babies.
it's got to be sad babies. They're
Are hysterical.
Yeah, that's Mickey. I know him.
Oh, you do not, Uncle
I
Paul.
sure do.
They're not grumpy. They're not grumpy down the.
Oh, get on Melissa there. Go back up. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
She's inquisitive.
She looks very sad.
What's even funnier in the context of the way you're portraying, it's not just the sad babies, it's the context that you're,
yes.
the comparisons you're making. It's what's so funny.
Sad babies.
Holy shit.
Like they're upset because they're helpless. You see, a sad baby is totally helpless.
Patch in Burbank, California. Check it in.
Beautiful downtown Burbank.
Who was that guy with the great voice?
That was the guy from Ronan Martin's Laughter.
Gary Owens.
Let me.
Gary what?
The Gary Owens.
Owens.
Thank you, E-Rock, because I
felt like I almost had it.
I was waiting.
From downtown Burbank.
I was waiting for my computer screen to maybe give the answer, but that would have come at some time, I guess, 7:15. I would have gotten Gary Owens. No, it's still not coming up. Wait for it. Yeah, thank you. Gary Owens, yes.
Patch in Burbank writes, Howard's side of the building looks like Scrooge McDuck's money bin.
Scrooge McDuck's money.
Patch.
That's great.
It's true. And like I said, because his fans will like now attack us or me, whatever. God bless him for getting that deal. God bless him.
Yeah. I mean, really.
It's time for shock jocks to disappear. This Mary Elizabeth Williams is just another dummy.
She's a broad writing about what's funny, and of course, she's not going to think.
Well, she played one of her cards in this article, which just discounts everything she's writing about here. By the way,
yeah.
When an explicit photo of Anthony Weiner's purported package hit the web Wednesday after Andrew Breitbart shared it on the Opie and Anthony show, America was stunned to learn that Opie and Anthony are still relevant.
Hey.
That hurts. It turns out the only thing more persistent that Weiner's dong is the allure of the shock jock. Wait, it turns out the only thing more persistent, that probably should say that, than Weiner's dong is the allure of the shock jock.
The allure of the shock jock.
Now,
ladies and gentlemen, be very quiet. We are coming to the shock jock display. They can strike out.
Has our relevance dropped the last few years? I would say yes.
That's her?
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Is that her natural hair color, you think?
I don't know.
Blow that picture up. Let me see her a little closer.
I don't know.
I want to get a bigger view of that. She's like a chick I used to fuck.
Why?
I know. Believe me.
What's that key do? Does that key unlock her heart?
Ugh.
Yeah. She's got a key around her
She's got a big
neck.
key around her neck. What is that? An oldie time key. One that you could look through the keyhole. Yee. Yeah, a younger version, but she kind of looks like a... Oof, she probably didn't wear a bra for a while, too.
By the way, Salon.com.
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones who had the transcript? Didn't they have the transcript at all, but they kept Xing out the parts that are profanity?
Yeah.
They're
shock journalists.
I believe they did. It's amazing the nerve of these fucking people in the media to criticize the way anybody behaves with information.
Yeah.
Why was that relevant to put out the transcript of what this guy said that's sexually explicit? Why would you need to put that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, stop it.
We're shock jocks. Can't do anything.
Our relevance has dropped over the years, but we're certainly still doing very well.
Dude, the relevance of all radio, because there's so many medium outlets now. It's like you can go to YouTube and say things. There's so many ways to give and get information.
Right.
All single outlets have dropped as a relevant thing, and it's balanced. It's the way it is. TV, too.
And no one really gets big press anymore unless it is something over the top, by the way.
Right.
When you're doing your job day in and day out, it's hard to write about it.
Radio's changed, amazingly so.
Greg Opie Hughes. Boy, you feel good. You got my real name in your article.
Yeah. Ugh. Why isn't it Anthony?
By the way, no one calls me Greg, you stupid dope.
Why isn't it Anthony Cumia?
Yeah,
I would like that because I don't have a name.
You need some kind of wacky.
I need a wacky name.
You need a wacky nickname like myself.
I need some kind of zany.
By the way, you know how
name.
embarrassing it is that I'm in my 40s with the nickname Opie?
Anthony Cumia. Yes,
That'd be good.
Anthony in parentheses. The second Anthony, by the
How
way.
about Anthony comes on you, Cumia?
Because it's CUM.
Yeah, you play it.
I like that whenever I'm calling like a pharmacy or something like that. It's like
The first 3 letters of the last name are C-U-M.
and I giggle in the phone like, "Hi, she just spelled cum." Oh, it's hysterical.
So you got Opie and Anthony have never had the king of all media cachet of Howard Stern, but like a slew of other, it's gonna be tough for anyone to have a career like Howard Stern. But guess what? We did pretty fucking damn good, man.
Yeah.
We did really well, and we
Right for
continue to do well.
ourselves. I have no regrets except not fucking that girl with the braces.
Oh, back at it.
Yes, no.
Cachet of Howard Stern, but like a slew of other radio bad boys, their infantile shtick has proved surprisingly durable. Surprisingly durable, you stupid bitch, because we do way more than just shocking things every once in a while. But that takes intelligence to figure that out.
She doesn't know what we do. She doesn't know our show.
Right.
Obviously, she knows what she's heard about our over the top shit, the church thing, the mayor thing. She knows that, but she doesn't know this show on a daily basis.
When we go serious and talk about real issues, we do a great job at it, and dare I say a much better job than a lot of the mainstream idiots out there.
Yeah, because it's a lot more honest. We're able to be a lot more honest.
But that means
about
Mary to maybe listen to this show on a regular basis for a little while to form her own opinion and see for herself instead of what you've heard over the years, you dope.
Got to pick which key necklace she's going to put on. She's going to be listening to the show.
But the fact that somebody would write about shock jocks, who uses that anymore?
I know.
Someone that's out of touch.
Oh my!
It is ridiculous.
God,
Someone that's out of touch.
Fucking embarrassing.
Shock jock.
Holy shit!
And
like that's the article. Shock jocks must go.
Yeah. Right.
Wow, that's great. 1991. What a relevant article.
Yeah. I was in a speakeasy the other night, and I saw a shock jock.
I never think of shock jocks.
No.
Mary Elizabeth Williams, first of all the shock jocks have disappeared. There was a time, I think we kind of started, to be completely honest with you.
The planes were full of them, Opie. The
Oh,
planes
yeah, they were.
The shock jock was roaming
Like Buffalo.
the plains of the Midwest, and they just all got gunned down.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Somewhere around the time we did the Sex with Sam thing, the whole radio world was changing. That might have been the event that put it over the top. I don't know, but
Herds of shock jock.
But that was a big event for radio in general.
Yeah.
And all these guys that were in the shock jock category, including ourselves, had to either adjust or they were going to go away. And most of them have gone away. Everyone could think of some shock jock shows they used to listen to or know of that are no longer on the air because they could not adjust.
Yes.
And that's what we did, you stupid bitch. We adjusted. Can we be shocking still? And do we have that card? Yes. But we don't play it that often anymore.
Very hard
because we had to adjust, you dope.
But I just the idea of her thinking in that terminology is just it's a mentally lazy, out of touch writer.
Yeah, but this is a Google thing today, man. This was a Google alert today. It's not a small little blog article.
Imus has a great head of hair.
Yes, he does.
Doesn't Imus just have a great head of hair?
He should comb it like our Bud Dwyer.
I just saw Imus on TV, and it's like, God, he's got a great head of hair.
But his asshole looks like a train wreck.
Oh, Jesus.
So, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Love Imus.
I think he told... never mind.
Yeah.
I hope he knows what he's doing. I'll just say that much.
Mm-hmm. Sure he does.
I hope so, because I love the guy. Has proved surprisingly durable. Cute.
Yeah.
The duo who've been coasting on their formulaic combination of outrageous stunts, biting impressions, and guest nut jobs for 16 years now.
Biting impressions? Well, great. I do all dead people.
First of all, outrageous stunts, not so much.
No.
By the way, I would love her to name one outrageous. What is an outrageous stunt besides something that you've read and you think sounds like journalistic and good to write?
Yeah.
Right.
What is outrageous?
Right.
Why is it not outrageous when any other media outlet releases this stuff.
Yeah.
Why is it not an outrageous stunt when the New York Post, when your fucking website prints all of these transcripts from this guy's private life?
Right.
Why
Shocking.
is that journalism or information giving? But when this show releases something, it is considered an outrageous stunt.
And your example right there is definitely more shocking than a guy drinking eggnog and puking, by the way.
Yeah, please.
And with that said, since we moved into this building a little over 2 years ago, I can't even really think of a outrageous stunt we've done.
Outrageous stunt. We can't even get.
I can't even really think of one.
Naked in here.
Right.
It's not a.
And as far as guest nut jobs, you want us to list all the guests we've had? Is Larry King a nut job?
Well,
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe. But he's a big fucking A-lister.
Yeah. Please.
It starts with that. Sugar Ray Leonard. Do we have to name all the amazing guests we've had lately? A-listers?
Vincent D'Onofrio, who caused the entire debacle. Poor Vincent D'Onofrio.
And they're writing articles that he...
I know he's responsible.
we might have to get into that a little later.
It's just one dummy.
One idiot.
For 16 years now, have been fired, fined, and canceled for their behavior, yet still remain persistently on the air. And then she brings back the April Fool's stunt with the mayor thing in 98. Then the
98.
I was thinking the other day when I was riding.
Did it hurt?
I was thinking the other day riding my bike. It happens every 4 years to us.
Oh yeah.
98, 202,
Yeah.
2002. Excuse me. Homeless Charlie 2007. So that's about 5.
Yeah.
And now 2011.
Wow.
Every a little over 4 years, we're good for one.
We're like locusts.
We've had 4 big, huge fucking events now. But she adds the 2006 eggnog drinking contest that ended predictably with a contestant vomiting into somebody's mouth. Yeah, that would.
Come on.
about that.
That's predictable.
There's nothing.
You
nothing-
cannot predict that was going to happen. We didn't know.
There's
write that
nothing
down.
predictable
No.
about that.
Joe Rogan fucking just blurted it out that he should puke in someone's mouth.
But again, of course, that fucking trying to look younger than she is,
Oh, yeah.
fucking online, right? It's not meant for you. You're not supposed to think it's funny because you're not funny. You're not a funny broad. Why would you enjoy that?
Well, she tells us what she thinks is good, though. To their credit, though, they did get Louis C.K. to ask Donald Rumsfeld if he was a lizard from outer space. That's
Right, so she's a lib.
shocking stuff there, Mary, isn't it?
We're not even allowed to play that audio.
What?
Why can't we play the
I was told a while ago it involves bodily fluids and
What are we not allowed to
The
play?
eggnog
the
audio?
eggnog challenge
Who
thing?
told you that? Who told you that?
It happened already.
I was told by Gary. He said the lawyer said because of the bodily fluid thing.
Bodily fluid thing. Does anyone
place
honestly think we would get
stinks.
sued or get a fucking get some type of FCC? It's satellite, first of all. That there would be a problem with obscenity or something. Does
It was
anyone
done on terrestrial radio.
Yes, we did it on regular radio.
You dummies! It was done on terrestrial radio.
Hold on. Let me look at the flow chart. Did you do good? Yes, it was good. It was very entertaining. A lot of people
talking about it.
So I got to go to yes.
And it was a YouTube sensation.
Yeah, I'm steering clear of the no one on this, though, because did you do good?
I believe
have to
we
go
did.
to yes. Let me now go down. We have a problem.
Oh, boy.
All right, we have a
I thought
problem.
that time maybe there was another step before we have
That's
a
what I
problem.
thought, but the flow chart doesn't lie.
I would love for I went to a silly SUNY school, and you're
I'm a high school dropout.
and you're dopey lawyers. What is it, 8 to 12 years, something like that? It's
craziness.
crazy, right? I would love for one of these guys to come down here and debate me on this.
Yeah.
And I'm the dumbest one in the room. I have no problem admitting that. I will fucking debate you. How is it that something that was played on regular radio, like Jimmy said, and was done already, it's the past, could possibly be a problem if you replay it?
And I'm willing to say...
Explain that to me.
I'm willing to say, I will bet every dime that's left on my contract, every fucking dime that's left on my contract, that there would never be a fine levied against this company for playing that audio, ever.
What they're afraid of is some obscure, because we're everywhere, and what's obscene here, it's lawyer garbage done by it's stuff that is put out by lazy people who don't want to have to think their way through something.
No.
There's nothing worse to me, and this is a generalization, than a fucking lazy blanket statement attorney. There's nothing that makes me sicker to my fucking stomach than a lawyer like that who just makes blanket statements. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because we dealt with them at CBS. They're dummies. I remember talking to them. We're not pornographers. Well, you're not good attorneys either. You can't even debate me. I'm a high school dropout, you moron. I remember sitting in that room with him and our dumb fucking PD, that overrated fucking PD,
Tracy,
and our overrated GM who just happened to have a fucking massive radio star under his fucking belt, and our fucking overrated head of the company over there who was supposed to save things and then just emasculated the whole fucking talk division.
Cut the balls off of the
All
whole
of them were
thing,
dopes.
Yeah, we were there because they wanted to try to cut our dicks completely off that day. I have a question.
Yeah.
For everyone listening down the halls and stuff, because I know they listen. They can't help themselves.
Of course.
They know this is great radio.
No one can. It's amazing.
I want anyone that is listening to my voice right now in this company. See, there's no one down the hall right now. So they're all in their offices cowering and scared that they might be
Thank you.
asked to do something that they know they're not capable of doing.
Thanks for the sad baby pictures again.
Yeah, please.
They're sad, but that's a sad baby.
Anyone, and I mean anyone, other radio guys, office people, engineers.
You are putting the word out.
I'm putting the word out. Anyone here at Sirius XM that is not scared of their own shadow, please walk forward.
They're petrified.
Every single person here is scared of their own shadow.
Well, when the carpet is made of eggshells,
guess what?
It's an amazing thing.
Guess what? I'll fucking pat ourselves on the back right the fuck now. We're not scared of our shadows. And when we saw an opportunity to put our names way the fuck out there, we didn't even think twice.
Yeah, it was taken.
We got to fucking mend some relationships, but we didn't think fucking twice.
But we have a problem.
But like I said, it would lead to a problem.
If this company, by the way, was in charge of NASA back in the time of Apollo 13, there would be, to this day, a capsule orbiting the moon with 3 skeletons in it. Because we have a problem. We don't know. Just 3 skeletons in spacesuits.
I love your analogy. There's a lot of humor there.
Yes.
People are laughing.
Of course.
But you gave the company way too much credit. Sir.
Really?
I think this
thing
thing
actually got off the pad?
Yes, I think this thing. I think this thing from 1969 until present day would be sitting on a launch pad with a bunch of guys going
scratching their head, lawyers saying, I don't know, the smoke might, somebody could complain.
What do we, can't
play the
Serious? We have a problem.
What's the problem?
We're still on the pad.
Yeah.
We've been here for a while.
It's okay, Jim. You just sit tight. We'll get back to you in a few more years.
But I'm now 80 years old.
Yeah.
I was a young guy when this started.
I'm 80. We have the equipment. We'd really like to use it to its full potential. Can we light this candle?
No, the lawyers say no. Confused baby pictures now.
Oh, good.
The baby's got his giant baby head in his hands. And he's like, I don't know what to do.
Sure, but you got to show him.
Oh, Uncle Paul.
And we're not even, we're not even asking for much.
No.
We're not asking to go back to the old days. We understand things have absolutely changed, but wow, have you pulled way the fuck back. You've pulled more back than you have to is basically our theme here.
You can't play.
We can't play audio that already happened that's all over the fucking place. Wow. They want to make history go away. It's hilarious to me.
No, I found out when we were looking at the duty war stuff, like Big Boy Makes a Duty, those
can't play
kind
that?
of thing. It has to be edited, like...
Oh, you have to edit on satellite radio. You have to
That was
edit.
done on terrestrial radio.
bodily
Holy
fluid. There's a policy with bodily
fucking
fluids, and
shit.
this all came up in a discussion.
Policy.
No, but the policy isn't it things that are happening in the studio?
Yeah, you
The
would
policy.
So wait, we can't play. Hold on. If there's a news story where they show somebody vomiting, we can't play that news story? No. If there's a news story.
That I don't know.
Or if there's a clip, say there's a clip from a movie. Like, here's a scene in Clockwork Orange.
Right.
Where Malcolm McDowell comes home from raping and doing whatever it is those sweet boys would do. And he's pissing into the toilet. It's a behind shot.
Right.
We cannot play the audio from Clockwork on this fucking radio show?
That I do not know.
How about we get an answer on that? Because that's a bodily fluid thing from a rated R film.
Right.
And that was a real piss because Malcolm has said it's a real piss. Yeah, how about this? The baby's vomiting on America's, on ABC.
Oh, my God.
There's a clip, you fucking dumb, lazy motherfuckers, on ABC of babies vomiting.
Vomiting babies in the guy's mouth. There's a baby vomiting in a guy's
It
mouth.
was on ABC.
On ABC.
That's pretty much what
Yes.
we did with adults.
Yes.
But we can't, but can we, hold on, can we play that?
I don't think
We
so.
can't play that clip from ABC.
But the point is,
Ew. Babies are disgusting.
the point is they don't want that type of
hilarious.
radio. That's fine, I guess, because you're running the place. But to actually say we can't play something that already happened that's where you completely lose me.
That's ABC. And that was it, America's Funniest Home Videos or one of those shows. Yes. So all the satellite radio subscription holders that happen to be listening right now, that's what you can't play a bodily fluid vomiting audio thing. But on YouTube, there's something from ABC where children are vomiting and we technically cannot play that.
But it can play on
ABC.
ABC.
The most emasculated place, network television.
Yes.
But here, we can't play it.
I was told that if it's the policy now, it applies to material currently, future, and stuff that's happened in the past.
In the past.
Uh-huh. I would love somebody to explain that one. I would love to hear that.
Well, someone go down the hall. Isn't one of the guys here today?
Yeah.
Like I said,
One of the cute guys are here today?
every dime left on my contract, I will wager that if we played the vomiting clip, that they would never have to pay a fine on it.
What's the fine? What's the finable offense? It's theater of
Yeah.
the mind. You're hearing something.
Right.
Back to
It did happen.
Amazing.
Sam ran down the
Yeah.
hall. Back to It's Time for Shock Jocks to Disappear by Mary
right,
Elizabeth
yes.
Williams.
As we look at her fine picture.
I'm
with
reading her
key
Twitter,
around
too.
her neck.
She's terrific.
We're attacking everybody today. There's something both blatantly offensive and quaintly old-fashioned about the shock jock and about the idea that men like Don Imus, who in 2007 referred to the Rutgers women's basketball team as a pack of nappy-headed hoes. Why do people that try to come across as intelligent human beings don't understand the Imus situation to this fucking day? It might not be your sense of humor, but that was a fucking joke, and a funny one at that. Why don't intelligent people understand that yet, 4 years later?
Because she's a lazy writer. This is lazy referencing. It's lazy.
He was going for an edgy joke.
She knows
you
that.
stupid fuck.
She knows that.
Or Bubba the Love Sponge, who said after last year's devastating earthquake in Haiti that the county ought to tap the hooker market to get things back on track. Maybe 500,000 Haitians that will end up not being around tomorrow. It's a cleanse. Are still gainfully employed.
But I know.
I don't understand that one. I don't know what
She's saying why when people make these jokes, but look what she references as brilliant satire, and she's right, it is brilliant satire, but the nerve of this is what's everything that's wrong with people like this. What she likes is brilliant satire, but what radio guys do, she finds tasteless.
Right.
It's a sickening double standard.
And plus I would tell Mary Elizabeth Williams if she came on our show, but that ain't happening because she'll hide. You could point out maybe something Bubba the Love Sponge did, or something we did, or something Imus did. But you gotta look at their whole body of work.
Yeah. Exactly.
You could point out a day that we said something horrible, or a day Bubba the Love Sponge said something horrible, or a day Imus said something horrible. Do you realize when Imus did the nappy-headed hose thing?
Nappy-headed hose. Sorry I did that.
He had everybody from the political world on his show on a regular basis. Mary Elizabeth fucking Williams.
Yeah.
So his whole body of work was pretty damn impressive. And then he said something that got him fucked, unfortunately. You'd think after decades of FCC baiting and outrage inciting, the pee-pee poo-poo radio format would by now seem as dated as a 30-year-old copy of truly tasteless jokes and as boring as, well, the jocks themselves.
Oh, God. Come on.
But it turns out that for a certain audience, sexist gags comparing women to toilets just never gets old. In the age of Sirius, where jocks are at long last free to say shit on the air, the anything goes douchebag seems downright indestructible. Oh, sweet freedom of speech! Exclamation point. What was perhaps once an outrageous and archaic rock and roll style seems now just as lazy and bored as a hooker in an on-air hot dog eating contest. It's not just that being vulgar and outrageous can't be fantastic, but Opie and Anthony possess none of the crazed jackassness of a Johnny Knoxville.
Which she must like.
Or the politically naughty brilliance of South Park.
Which she must like.
We've done some intelligent South Park type shit on the show, you stupid bitch.
But again, it's her opinion on what she likes as acceptable satire.
Of course. Even Howard Stern, for all his wiener press conference crashing, has... Wait, so when Howard Stern's people, she's okay with them, even Howard Stern, for all his wiener press conference crashing, has the impassioned air of a man who occasionally balances talk of Blumpkins with an impassioned and very personal investment in First Amendment freedom.
Because she likes it.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's why she's a pig and a lazy writer, because when you start separating stuff like that, like, well, what he did was this kind of insightful free speech thing, but what you guys did is disgusting. It's because she likes him and doesn't like the show. Yeah. But she won't just come out and say, look, it's all the same, but I like this, I don't like that. Right. She has to make it like there's a legit reason why one is legit and why one is not. I shouldn't have said legit 3 times, but, you know, that's what she's doing.
Compare any of that with what went down when Sirius journalist, professor of cell phone penis shot Andrew Breitbart said, possessor, sorry. I gotta eat, by the way. I'm fucking shaking. my blood sugar level just dropped. If you need to know, I'll try that again. Compare any of that with what went down with Sirius journalist / possessor of cell phone penis shot Andrew Breitbart. Says his host used a surveillance camera that's in the room and did a screen cap of it and put it out there. These people have admitted that they did this surreptitiously.
Surreptitiously. I know her. Sarah.
And illicitly. And they lied in the process, saying that they didn't even have a camera in the place. It's an unusual assertion, given the fact that it appears his visit to the show is being openly recorded, but Opie Hughes likewise asserts that Breitbart did not want this picture to be released. Perhaps Breitbart had confused a show that has conducted Christmas-time homeless shopping sprees with the Jim Lehrer News Hour.
What's wrong with the shopping sprees, but that we're not able to do anymore? Also, great.
I remember. Yeah.
Remember those?
I forgot we used to do that.
Big news, big crowds.
Of their wiener tweeting shenanigans, Opie Hughes took to YouTube Wednesday to explain that after a fan grabbed an image off the video and sent it to them, it was a race to see who could tweet the picture the fastest. Yeah, that's honesty. That's exactly what happened.
Oh.
That's exactly what we did. Unfortunately, I don't think we were thinking. All right, the rest of my quote. That's them in a nutshell. There's no joke there, no punchline, not even a question. Just a bunch of guys sitting around looking at another guy's penis and laughing. That's long past the point of being shocking, and it sure as hell isn't funny. It's just pathetic and very, very tired. Yeah, there was no punchline there. That was something we did because it was extremely newsworthy that everyone else was trying to do.
Huge fucking story.
It was extremely newsworthy. That's what that was about.
If CNN or Fox would have, like...
They were all trying to figure out how to put it out there.
I mean...
They were all just trying to figure out how they put the penis picture out there and save face. That's what that was about.
Because it's us. It's, shock jocks being shocking.
Yeah, but there was no punchline there. We were the ones that put the damn picture out there because it was an extremely newsworthy event for a lot of people.
Exactly.
And we took our fucking shot.
Correctamundo.
All right.
Why don't a couple of guys eat?
Yeah, I might pass out.
Oh,
By the way, what's the answer on?
by the way,
is here.
by the way,
we can play stuff like Baby Bird in clips and discuss it, but it cannot be played in its entirety.
What's the difference with that?
Fucking
Because of bodily fluid.
just
doesn't make
stinks.
any sense.
just
In their minds, though, what's the
one.
difference? I
What's
think we
the
should be able to play it, obviously.
Because
But
people might think that. Here's why.
But why would they allow just a little bit of it?
Here's
Because we're
why.
just-
Because that will establish it was in the past and that's happening right now.
Because we're discussing it and kind of like it was an event.
oh, Jimmy, look out! Wait, Jimmy, I'm not feeling good. I just puked all over Jimmy.
No, you
Stop!
can't do
I
that.
just puked all over Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Jump out.
Oh no! Vomits everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. I hit you with my vomit.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
no.
Oh no, Travis. I just puked. There's puke everywhere.
Why did you eat this?
Is that a problem?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're off the air right now.
Morons. Fucking morons.
And their silly little pea brains, why would they think that's okay?
I've been told many times that just because it happened back then doesn't mean it's okay to replay now.
Absolutely.
If we couldn't-
By the way, can somebody down the hall explain how that vomiting baby clip? Can we play the audio of the vomiting baby clip?
Yeah,
They said
you can do that.
You can cover.
It has to do with
You
what happened
can
in this
I
studio.
see, but it didn't happen in
It
this
didn't
studio.
happen in this studio.
But it didn't happen.
It happened on terrestrial
in this
radio
studio.
at K-Rock.
It happened, you dummies, on a place where they fucking play Cars for Kids commercials incessantly. You blithering idiots.
If you can't get away with it now, that doesn't make it okay that you got away with it.
But
earlier.
again, we can't get away with that. Oh, because it happened here
Yeah.
in the
Get
studio.
away with
So
it.
we can't get away with it now. Basically,
It's not a matter of the studio. It's a matter of holding an event where the purpose is to vomit.
but that wasn't the purpose. The purpose was to drink as much eggnog as you can. But because somebody died since then,
Right.
we can't. Oh, I see. I
And-
see. This
And cover it as an
and-
event.
and
Not have the event.
and
you suck, man.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I got two things.
Yeah.
First, they're running this place like Russia.
No.
Russia, I think, was the only country that was able to actually adjust history and make people believe it.
Yes.
They actually adjusted their own history.
Yes. Revisionist history. Very
and then
good.
you got Dennis in Westchester with this. Dennis, go
Denny?
ahead. Go ahead, Dennis.
2 weeks ago, when Howard was off for the 50th time this year,
Yeah.
they played the grossest week ever. And they were clips from the 90s. That wasn't that long ago, right?
Well, they were probably discussing it. They were probably discussing it as a clip show. That's what their article will be. Well, they were discussing it as events that occurred.
No, grossest. It wasn't a clip show. It was a best of.
No, it was the grossest week ever. The clips were 25 minutes long.
Yeah, it was best of.
The clips were 25.
Oh, you know what that is? I'll tell you what that is.
Yeah.
Because Howard was able to get complete control of his channel.
Yes.
So people who do not understand anything about what they're doing on radio cannot affect what he plays on his channel.
Yep.
I believe that's what happens when an artist has creative control. They make their channel a certain way and it's entertaining.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but you have a girl forcing herself to throw up all over your chest.
That's great. But I'm saying that's what it should be.
Look, man, they were
It should
clips.
be.
25-minute clips. That's why.
But what's the difference between that and playing Baby Bird, which is over long?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Do you
There's
just
no
want
difference.
my guess?
Yeah.
My guess is that they would say Howard wasn't working for Sirius when that happened. We were working for XM when that happened. That would be my guess. I don't know if that's the correct answer.
But why
but
would that matter out
Holy
there to the
God.
people that might cause problems?
doesn't make sense.
Doesn't matter.
It
I'm
wouldn't
not saying
matter.
it makes sense.
No, you are,
No,
Travis.
I'm definitely not.
Sure.
I should throw up on you again.
You can't do that in here.
No, of course not.
So he had
Thank you
gross.
very much, guys.
All right,
He had,
Thanks, man.
he had gross out week. and we can't play Baby Bird. One of the greatest things we've done as far as the shocking
Shock
category.
We showed it in front of 10,000 people at PNC.
No.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Oh, it's just,
how many fines were levied?
Can I say thank God? I'll say thank God for this place for one thing. My mortgage is paid in full.
Oh, bro.
I'm 100%
yes.
clean.
Wow.
I do not at all need it. It's
Great.
amazing to have
That
that.
is fucking great.
Do you understand how beautiful that is?
My God, Jimmy.
That's why I dumped every dollar into principal.
It's going to be sad because I know what this could be, and it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
The magic of satellite radio was the fact that we were able to do all these things that we could not do on terrestrial radio, but...
So what are they going to...
Cat videos are hysterical.
What are they going to... What are they going to do in a couple of years? Is this just going to be one giant jukebox?
I guess.
I guess that's what they're going for.
One big jukebox.
But will that be successful with everything else coming up?
I don't know. What, like fucking Rhapsody and...
Or like iPods? Yes, that's what people want to do.
Pandora. Great
Smart
one.
move.
The Wi-Fi's... they're now Wi-Fiing every single park in the New York area.
Yeah. It's,
iCloud.
The iCloud.
iCloud coming out.
Like they're going to... I hope they know what they're doing. That's on them, not me.
They don't understand that the only thing separating satellite radio from any of those other mediums is original programming, not music. It's original content. Original content, which is talk radio. People coming in and very organically and naturally talking. And they're just putting what I call kibosh on that whole thing with these restrictions and legalese that they throw at us. And if they think that that's going to work, they're loco, I say. Crazy, cuckoo.
Jimmy's slumping.
It's a level of disgust which is just, it goes beyond, I can't even, it's like you can only for so many days put a positive spin on it in your own mind. It literally is an utter creative lack of respect that I feel. Not for me, but for them.
It's a baby on a computer.
I told you they knew how to do that. Yeah.
He downloaded those pictures, didn't he, Uncle Paul?
Yes, he did.
That's hilarious, though. Babies doing things that management would do. Of course.
There was 3 giant things that happened to us in the last week alone.
Yeah.
Okay, we had the Paris Hilton thing.
Yeah.
And I on my own made a video and put it up there, and the company felt like that was a major problem.
Damn you to hell.
That video was going to go everywhere. It still kind of went places because our listeners were smart enough to take my video and make copies of it, and I thank you for doing that. Okay,
certainly.
But that video, if it was just left alone, I guarantee there was going to be no problem from Paris Hilton's people, and that would have been another massive hit for us. Okay, we fell short on that, but that was a biggie, and that was another thing that the PR department should have came to us about, because that people were really curious about Paris Hilton being such a dud on our show, and they could have probably worked that.
Yeah.
Okay, you had that happen. That really just annoyed the hell out of us, going, what the fuck, does this company understand anything? And then there was the Jim Norton not being able to get the Lady Gaga photo, but it was the way he was told that just drove all of us nuts, including Jim Norton, okay?
Yeah. Drove nuts, to interrupt you for 1 second, it was drove nuts is not even the term. It's kind of like just, it's almost like a level of calm came with it, like a level of finality. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. It's
you know what you know what this is about now.
It is such a loathing I feel.
Yeah.
That I can't. There's no coming back from it.
And then we do the wiener thing, and they didn't know how to capitalize on that whatsoever. They thought what they needed to do was put our faces on the front page of Sirius.com.
Well, that's cool.
SiriusXM.com.
Oh, that's great.
So they felt like they did their jobs there.
Yeah.
That's just in the last week alone.
Yeah.
Just nothing but disappointment, to be honest with you. Big things happening, and not understanding, how to use that and capitalize on it. And of course, the Lady Gaga is just a simple case of just trying to take care of your people a little bit.
It never happened.
Guys, Guys, it's been an hour and a half of just negativity. Could you get a little positive? I mean, the good things are happening around here. Just look at the flow chart. Oh, wait a minute.
That's the call. Believe me, that's the call.
Here's positivity.
Yeah.
It motivated me to write a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There are some residual ripples. It's a ripple effect that is good.
God.
That happens from the bad rock that's dropped in the water. The ripples are good sometimes.
All I ask, Ann, is when you start broadcasting from home in a year.
Yeah.
You just have me as a guest every once in a while.
Of course.
All right.
It's man, I posted a nice picture last night. The lighting trusses are going up, so I want to have all those light stands to bang into.
Anthony's home studio is better than the studio we broadcast from every morning.
Absolutely is.
His microphones are way better. I asked for lousy gels on these lights because I think they're giving us skin cancer at this point. And they can't even do that. They can't even soften the lights, so we have to dim them as we're almost in the dark here. Because that's the only way I can handle these lights.
You know why? It has to go through so many channels. Instead of us going, you know something, we'd like some gels on the lights, and then just have somebody go, all right, they go online to a lighting gel place and go, here's some choices. We pick one, and then they order it. And they actually just put them on without it having to go through 50 people who will go, yeah, we'll get right on that.
I explained it to them because I do try to work around.
Explain it to them.
I do try to work around their rules. I really do. I'm not always rogue. I do try to work around some of this shit.
Rogue.
And I said to these guys, we all have really good cameras now on our phones, with our iPhones and my Atrix. And I just got an amazing HD video camera. But the problem is with this lighting in here and some of the colors that we sort of worked on a little bit, our pictures come out really shitty.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they actually do come out weird in here.
Really shitty.
Yeah.
And I said to these guys a while ago, it's the lighting. Please give me some gels. Please give me some lighting. That's all it would take. Because some of these photos, if you got a picture of Paris Hilton in your studio, that could go places. But it always comes out so shitty that there's no reason for anyone to push the photo forward.
Look at that greatness. I wonder what's going to happen if I ever sell the house. What's going to happen to that?
You better hope fucking Imus or Stern needs a place to live.
I know.
Who else can afford a place with a radio station in it? Better hope fucking fucking Ted Clear Channel is buying a house.
Stern could use your house as a vault for his money.
Yeah, true.
When he runs out,
I think we need more square footage for that.
When he runs out of space.
Oh Christ! Oh Jesus H Christ!
He worked 3 out of the last 10 days. Oh, my God.
That's fantastic.
That's a dream come true.
God, would that be fan-fucking-tastic.
3 out of 10.
Oh.
For way the fuck more than we make.
So you took a day off?
Yeah, I'm sorry we did that. We'll make it up to you.
Was there a problem?
Yeah, I was projectile vomiting. I didn't feel too good, so...
Oh, wow. First of all, you can't take off. Secondly, don't talk about your projectile vomiting on the air, because we can't do that.
What can I?
Just look at the flow chart. All right, see you tomorrow. Maybe.
Had it.
It's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
No surprise, though, by the way.
No.
This is exactly what I expected.
Of course.
Exactly what I expected.
Of course.
We got a break. I'm passing out.
Yeah, we got to eat.
Because now when I get in trouble for this, I'm going to claim, look, and I have witnesses, I haven't eaten yet, so I don't even know what I'm saying. I can't think clearly.
Somebody go for coffee.
It's just amazing.
When we get back, Aunt?
Yeah.
Barbara Walters.
Why don't you send one of the interns? Oh, that's right. We don't have. But they're getting right on that, by the way, from the meeting that we took 3 months ago.
I love I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago, they said, we're making progress.
Making progress? What are you fucking...
They can't even figure out how to bring interns back to one of their biggest shows. They can't even figure that out.
It's astounding.
If I was like in charge here on the programming level, you know who I'm talking about, I would march right the fuck up there and talk to the proper people and say, look, knock it off. It's a big, important show, and they need interns. That's what I would do.
Hits 1, 3 new interns have started. Does Hits 1 need 3 interns?
Look, I understand they don't kick their interns in the balls, but
yes, of course.
With that said, I think we could move forward from that event.
Yes, the moving forward thing is what we have to work on. Holy fuck!
There's an alien on Imus. Oh, is that Bernie? Holy shit! Frightening.
No, that was Combs.
I meant
well,
Bernard.
they're both. Yeah, Bernard.
That's Combs, the bald guy?
No.
Oh, that's Bernard.
No, Bernard.
Yeah, but Combs looks more like an alien with his hair than
no, Combs looks like a wax figure with a fucking straw hat on. Bernard just looks fucking...
Bernard looks like he's coming out of a ship to greet Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah, he really does.
He does.
Holy shit.
Look at him. He should be giving anal probes to Midwestern Hicks.
Hey, did you star in Westworld?
Wow, very good.
It makes me laugh. Hi, Miss in the Morn. I remember as Cardinal O'Connor, he made some reference that I should get AIDS. This many years ago.
That's great.
Very funny. Oh, bodily fluid. Sorry. Blood. Sorry, guys.
When we get back, we got this day in O&A history, a new little thing we're trying.
Hope we can play it.
We also have the O&A TV edit, a new thing we're trying. We got Colbert talking about us
I want to hear that.
for the second day in a row. I did not hear this yet.
I heard it was brilliant.
Was it good?
It was great. That's what I hear.
We also have The Warrior puts out a YouTube video exposing Hulk Hogan.
Yes. Oh, shit.
We love Warrior audio.
What, did we go back in time or something? The Warrior is exposing Hulk Hogan. Is this an old clip from like the early 90s?
Tuesday is when it went up.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday.
He's basically early 90s Tuesday. Okay.
He's basically blaming Hulk Hogan on Macho Man's death, I think.
What?
I think. Yeah.
Crazy.
He has such a hatred for Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
Warrior's flowchart goes to blame Hulk Hogan for everything.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, I think so.
And I have a great money-raising idea, which I will bring to the show.
Well, this I want to hear.
Ron
Do tell.
and Fez talk about Roland crying. I did not forget.
I didn't hear that.
I did not forget.
Let me hear
Let's
that.
go make love real quick.
Yeah.
I did not want to talk about Wienergate tonight. Everybody knows the man who broke the story. Blogger Andrew Breitbart has a more graphic photo of the Wiener Peener. But he is not going to release it because he is a good guy. That is called ethics, folks. And today, this good man cemented his journalistic credibility by appearing on America's most trusted name in news, the Opie and Anthony radio show, where he bravely resisted their request to show the photo. Okay, he didn't resist for long, but you gotta think that thing's burning a hole in his pocket.
And now, the Opie and Anthony Show.
Living Dead Girl. Love this song.
I do like some fucking...
Zombie.
Rob Zombie has some great beats.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
This is loud music. Like, you got to just listen to this loud when you're driving fast.
Do you miss Blasco and the drummer? Both of them were playing for Ozzy.
Yeah, I mean, he was good, but it's all Rob Zombie.
What's his real name?
Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
I think
Rob
it's
Zombie.
You don't even know?
Cummings.
Rob Cummings?
Robert.
Robert Cummings.
But I think he legally changed his name.
To Zombie.
Yes.
How do you not know for a fact what his real name is?
I believe it's Cummings.
I believe.
He doesn't want to sleep with him.
I'm on the spot.
He's just tattooed on him.
But
He's
his first name is
tattooed.
Robert?
Robert.
Robert.
Oh, okay.
Bob Cummings? He's like a fucking forklift operator. Yeah, Bob Cummings dropped the pallet. He'll be right in.
How much do you love that Stephen Colbert has been mentioning our names the last couple of days?
That's great.
I'm not even going to
Colbert
lie,
is
man.
hysterical.
That's fucking cool as
He's
shit.
great.
Way cooler than a Wolf Blitzer.
Robert Cummings. Robert Cummings.
Boom.
Oh.
It just came up
Jesus.
on the chat.
Cool.
I said that like a while ago.
Well, you know.
Chats are illegal, sir.
Little delay.
Chats are illegal. You're not allowed to chat around here.
Chatter.
Yes, Stephen Colbert mentioning our names is pretty fucking cool shit.
That's huge. The guy's fucking funny as a motherfucker. He's got a great show. A lot of people watch it.
Way better than Ed Schultz. That blowhard.
Blowhard.
I fucking hate you, Ed Schultz.
He's a windbag.
You're a windbag. And I probably lean more toward your political shit than than the other guys over at the other place. You suck, though. Will Blitzer is harmless because, he just has situations that he has to mop up every day. Constantly just mopping up situations.
I've had more than my fill of Wolf Blitzer, though.
Have you?
I've had more than my fill of him.
Have you?
I could really do without Wolf Blitzer ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Asking a psychiatrist, what do you think Wiener was thinking when he sent the underwear pictures?
Oh, you went with that?
It's like, you're a man, you fucking liar.
You know exactly
Why
what
don't you
he's
just
thinking.
admit, like, hey, look, I'd love to do this, but I'm married and I don't.
Right.
You cocksucker.
Much what goes
Really?
down.
You don't understand why a guy would send his dick picture to a hot girl?
Yeah.
You asshole.
Fucking morons.
And then you got Rachel Maddow. What are you?
What did he say?
What are you?
Do we have the other Colbert clip?
Rachel Maddow does not want to look like a broad.
No, she hates
she gay
the
or
fact
no?
that she.
I don't know what she is.
Hates the fact that she has a
Probably
vagina.
is. But she does
Hates
not.
her vagina.
She hates that she has to look like a broad every night. This is the stuff no one talks about.
So she tries to man herself up.
No.
Man up.
No. Show Anthony what Rachel Maddow used to look like before.
Oh, I've seen it.
And that's Rachel Maddow. But MSNBC is basically telling her, look,
To try to
America's not ready for,
femme her up.
That's how she looked in high school?
That's like a high school picture. She was
long
kinda,
blonde hair?
She looks better
Kinda
now,
good
actually.
looking.
Now her face is too big for long blonde hair.
Wow.
She looks like fucking.
Wow.
Looks like meatloaf.
Wow.
Well, she looks like fucking Harry Potter now, though.
Well, yeah, and that's MSNBC saying, look, you're
Oof.
You're really good.
Wow.
But you look.
That's a man.
That's a man. That's a boy.
That's her?
That's what she wants to look like. But MSNBC says, no, we got to soften you up and make you look like a woman. She doesn't want to look like a woman every night.
And that's
but
her
no one
softened
else
up.
is going to fucking tell you this shit. She wants to go through life looking like a boy.
Yeah. Well, she does a damn good job. You
But
could tell.
look,
She just
You would say that's a boy.
say that's an effeminate man.
But
Oh, Jesus.
what happened?
I'm just looking at Loverboy live outside the plane at Fox.
on Famous Dave's
Outside.
Barbecue.
That's what they say.
And, wow.
And if you're in the neighborhood,
Brad
48th
Gillis
and
still
6th
playing?
Avenue,
Look at-
drop on by. We've
It's
got
like
a
everybody's
jam-packed
eating for the
hour.
weekend.
Everybody's
Who's singing
waiting
for Loverboy? E-Rock? Jesus, what happened to him? Sorry, E-Rock. I have to share the love around here.
Sirius XM signs that say we love Loverboy. We're just on.
Are you kidding?
They sent out the street
They
team.
sent out the street team
To
with
the Loverboy.
Did they have signs printed up or are they handwritten?
No, they're on Sirius XM signage, and then I think they wrote, there's a white space on the
What
spot.
whores?
So that's it.
They didn't go to, the Gaga or Rihanna concerts. They went to the Loverboy concert.
Holy shit.
They're outside the Today Show window sometimes.
That's
how
fantastic.
humiliating.
That's wonderful.
How humiliating.
That's great.
But that's what they.
Who's
Whatever.
idea
We're
is
trying
that?
to move on.
Who's the idea man behind that?
Make it a joke or
Holy
something.
guacamole.
What if you had a Sirius XM sign that says Loverboy sucks? That would be funny.
Now that's funny. See, that's funny. That's great. Sirius XM loves Loverboy, do you?
So Stephen Colbert,
Yes, I want to hear this. I'm psyched.
we got 2 days in a row with him mentioning us.
Sorry to interrupt you. She just emailed back, doesn't want to come on and discuss her article.
You wrote her?
No, Travis did. The woman who wrote it.
Baby.
Of course not, but why would you?
You're a baby because you would lose in a debate.
But not even, I wouldn't even yell at her or argue
No,
with her. She's
that's
just-
why I said a debate. We would
just-
discuss it with intelligence, and she would lose. I guarantee it. Blubber Boy, very good, Jordan. Stephen Colbert, day 2. We got
Yes.
some mentions. So let's play this. I haven't heard this yet. I'm excited to hear this.
Welcome back, everybody. Nation, thank you, Nation. I don't often say this, but I'm ashamed. Thank you. Last night I showed you an X-rated picture of Anthony Weiner's penis. A picture that blogger and journalist Andrew Breitbart had in his possession but said he would not release.
I'm trying to do the decent thing here, not release the photo. I'm doing this to save his family.
But it got out anyway, which shouldn't surprise anyone based on this earlier picture. That penis clearly wanted out. Anyway, last night I said that Breitbart released the photo when he was visiting the Opie and Anthony show. But it turns out Breitbart was just another victim of the gotcha media, as he explained on the Susteren with Greta Van record. Jim?
I went on the Opie and Anthony show. I'm friends with one of the guys on there, and I just decided before I went to the airport, why not stop in for some hijinks?
Yes, hijinks. As a journalist, Andrew Breitbart engages in only the highest of jinks. But unfortunately, Opie and Anthony's jinx are of a much lower quality.
During the interview, they asked me if they could see it. I said, well, make sure you don't show it to anyone. And Jim Norton said there aren't any cameras here. And so I felt very comfortable that nothing, bad would happen with it.
He was assured that there were no cameras. And look at this footage of him with Opie and Anthony. I don't see any cameras there. And they're shooting him pretty close. If there was a camera there, I think we'd see it.
Fucking brilliant. Brilliant.
Wow.
Obviously a visual, but yeah.
That's hilarious.
The camera on Andrew Breitbart that day, a couple days ago now, was, I'm looking across, it was 10, maybe, not even 10 feet away.
Dude, that is hilarious.
Yeah, Colbert rules.
That's funny.
We all know it.
You can't even see. And they get in pretty close and you can't see a camera. That's brilliant.
Oh, is that fucking guy funny, man?
I mean, the studio itself, you could, if we put our arms like this, we could almost touch the walls.
The walls.
Almost.
Oh, God damn, it's funny.
And then part two.
He did not know the photo would get out. Look at that face. It's so innocent. And how humiliating for Andrew Breitbart to have his private photo of Anthony Weiner's private parts just splashed out there on the internet without his consent. And I, for one, cannot believe Opie and Anthony betrayed his trust. What happened to the sacred tradition of confidentiality between respected journalist and shock jock? Time was Edward R. Murrow could go on the air with the Morning Zoo crew, Fibber and the Hepcats, and they never once released Murrow's photo of FDR's.
Is that a real show?
Fibber and the Hepcats.
Is that a real
That's
show?
hilarious.
It can't be. Who knows?
Oh, is that
You never
great?
know, though.
The Hepcats.
Very fucking funny.
Oh, my God. This is brilliant.
How can I ever trust a DJ again? Is that even a real toilet they're flushing? Is there really a hot legs contest at the beer bucket tonight? And if so, can I be sure there's 10-cent wings and ladies drink for free? But folks, here's why I'm ashamed. I myself showed this photo last night and then again just now several times on my show. But I did not intend for anyone to see it. I was assured by my network that these are not cameras. For the last 5 years, I thought I've been shouting into a toaster oven. How was I supposed to know? I just wanted to have some hijinks. Anyway, I'm sorry. And we'll be right back.
God damn. Fucking great. That is great.
It's really funny, man. Jesus.
Colbert is hysterical. He was great on the Daily Show when he used to do be one of the correspondents on that show. And the spinoff is just, it's been hysterical.
I wonder.
I can't believe he's been on that long.
How long?
Did he say 5 years?
He said 5.
5 fucking years.
Probably 5 years, yeah.
God damn. That's amazing.
Very funny. Also yesterday, I think it was yesterday, The View. Was that yesterday? No, but it doesn't matter.
The View. Yeah,
listen to Barbara Walters and her jealousy.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Listen to this. And this puts a lot of things in perspective.
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted to release that photo, release the photo. They were just trying to figure out how to save face and do it at the same time. And this is The View discussing it.
Mr. Weiner was exposed yesterday when blogger Andrew Breitbart.
He's the guy who exposed Shirley Sherrod that time.
And he posed as a pimp and went into the Acorn offices.
Yeah.
Remember, that's Andrew Breitbart.
Well, he showed his radio hosts, apparently, Opie and Anthony, the photo on his iPhone. Why he had it on his iPhone, I don't know. But he was proving that he actually had the photo. And the host snapped a picture of it, which is now all over the internet.
By the way, the networks all had that. I saw that picture days ago and chose not to show it.
You didn't tell us?
Can you pause that?
What a fucking bitch.
I said networks. First of all, you couldn't show it on television,
Right.
Barbara. You dummy.
I chose not to show it.
I chose not to show it because it would have been an FCC violation and illegal. I chose not to break the law and show the erection, which never would have made television anyway.
Yes.
But you didn't choose to. You know, I chose not to stand outside and fly.
But that's impossible.
Exactly.
Yes.
You didn't choose not to flow it, to show it.
Flow it either.
That's right. Sorry, I got fucking Alice on the brain. I almost said mellet.
Oh, kiss my grits.
By grits, do you mean hepatitis, I hope?
There's an absolute jealousy there, too, you know?
Yeah. I had it.
I
could have. I didn't. Really? Everyone saw it. A lot of people saw the picture. It's a matter of being able to get it and do something with it.
Right.
I mean, where did she see it? Where did she see it? Who else had it?
Right.
Why didn't the person that had it release it?
Right. A lot of news people had it, and once again, they were just either didn't have the balls or were trying to figure out how to do it and save face.
Monetize it? I have no
But you see
idea.
how she had to jump in there? Like, this is...
did.
Of the internet.
By the way, the networks all had that. I saw that picture days ago and chose not to show
You
it.
didn't tell us, Barbara. Shit, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the girls.
No, but it's the girls. Why do we need to really?
I don't know why.
What more is there?
Wait a second. The thing is that it's a naked picture of his genitals.
That's what it is?
But how do we know it's not Andrew Breitbart's? There's nothing to prove that is Anthony Weiner's.
Is part of his face? Is part of his face in there, Barbara?
No, his face is not there.
Does it say Anthony Weiner?
Is there a mole on the left side? I'm just saying.
I don't think that Anthony Weiner has denied it. I think that may.
Way to take a joke literally, idiots.
Back to my original point. He's not denying this
Let me
thing.
tell you something. It is.
But even if he did deny
And she was impressed by the size, that Barbara Walters.
By the way, do you not see too? This is really like Breitbart's not paranoid. Look at the way the media is really just going after him when he's just it's amazing how they're attacking him continually and ridiculing him because they have such a. And what Colbert said was funny. At least he was really funny with it.
Just loaded with sarcasm, right?
But it's amazing how they constantly go after him, and they don't seem to go after other people. Like if you exposed conservatives for something, they wouldn't go after you this way.
Mm-hmm. It's it sounds cliche, but it's true. The liberal media, it's just that's what it is.
It's amazing how they're targeting him when, look, in fairness to him, he didn't want the photo out there, or he would have sent it out, or he would have sold it. He wouldn't have had it broken on this show for no money.
Yeah. Why is King Kong on? Put the news on.
Oh, see.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wait, Loverboy's back.
Ever wish vegetable?
God damn, we just missed him.
I just don't know why they are targeting this guy so much. I mean, talk about Wiener. He's the one that was cheating, or emotionally cheating, at least, if not physically. That's emotionally cheating.
Here's how a lot of people have brought up the question: is this cheating? Is this cheating? Here's how you gauge it, gentlemen. If your wife or girlfriend was doing the exact same thing, would you be pissed? There, it's cheating.
Yes and no.
What?
Let's just say
if she's sending her cunt pictures out.
Well, if you think you'd accept a file that big. But you know what? If they want to say that, is it cheating? I mean, if you're talking about killing somebody online, is it murder?
It has been. People, if somebody bullies somebody to the extent where they then kill themselves, people have been held liable for that. I don't know about criminal charges. I know they've tried, and in certain circumstances, I bet it would be.
I like your
murder by internet.
I like your definition because some people would say, "Nah, that's not," and others certainly would.
You got to
say it's
gauge
cheating.
it by, if like when
case by
Clinton,
case, really.
When Clinton with the blowjob thing, is it cheating? And it wasn't sex. Well, what about licking bush?
Right.
If some guy was licking your fucking wife's bush,
right?
Would you be upset and think it was cheating?
Yeah, use the Clinton
I
excuse.
think so.
Exactly.
I think so too.
Shit like that.
How about if he was using all his force to hold her ankles up in the air and perform oral sex on her?
Those fat fucking ankles.
They're all going after Breitbart.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me. He should not be even a part of the story. Other than the fact, but they just attacked him. He's not the story.
No, they'll continuously attack anybody who shows liberals, Democrats, whatever, for their foibles.
God, it's like the way they attacked Ken Starr.
Oh, yeah.
For going after Clinton.
Yep. Remember that? Yeah.
Because they would talk about Clinton, but they wouldn't actually really attack him. And they probably shouldn't have either. I could care less if he gets, but you know what I mean?
But anybody railing George W. was held as a hero.
I don't remember these the media going after the male prostitute that exposed Ted Haggerty, say.
Right.
Oh, I know he's not an elected official, but I don't remember them targeting him for coming out and being a prostitute. They didn't. They appropriately went after Ted Haggerty and crucified him. They appropriately did not target the male prostitute.
Right.
But in this case, they go after. I wonder if any of them ridiculed the male prostitute who had been, I guess, massaging or doing whatever he was doing with Ted Haggerty. The way they're ridiculing Breitbart for, why would he?
Yeah. You could just tell. You could hear the disdain in their voice.
And even if you hate Breitbart, fine, fuck him, don't like him. But the point is, he's not paranoid when he says that.
Yeah, and Wiener's not. He's
I love
not
the fact
leaving.
that he's not fucking. I like Wiener. I like him.
Of course you do.
Well, can you put a dress over you, sir?
He's doing exactly what we've talked about over the years. When you get a big scandal like this, play it out, hang in there, and see what happens in the end.
This is a great experiment on the
Don't
subject
collapse
we've
to the
talked
pressure.
about many times.
Right.
Let's see what happens when you play it out and don't leave, don't apologize, he's apologized, but you don't leave the office, you stick with it, play it out, and let's see if this guy actually keeps his career.
Yeah, because I think a lot of radio companies could have saved their radio shows if they just hung in there.
His district
people just move on to other things eventually.
His district is ridiculously Democratic. So he's not going to get thrown out in an election.
Right.
The people are still going to vote for him.
Right.
Enough time is going to go by where this is, old hat.
And you get an earthquake or something.
Gets right out of the news.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Remember that guy that we were all focused on before 9/11? I forget his name
Who's
at
that
this
guy?
point.
Gary Condit and then Chandra Levy.
Remember
Chandra
that
Levy.
stuff?
Remember that?
They never went back to that story.
That story that was it.
It was like a little blurb, like on page
Nothing.
57.
Nothing. And that was a huge story
It was
at the
massive.
time. And then it turns out he didn't do it.
Absolutely.
So all you have to
It
do
was
is
some unruly.
all Wiener has to do is hang in there until the next huge news story.
He's just waiting.
and
He's sitting
then
there.
it gets a lot better because they're never going to go back to it.
He clicks on the news every morning and goes like, come on. Shit! Nothing!
He'll get some dirty looks in the hallways from the congresswomen, but
Yeah.
besides that,
But if he plays this out, I don't think he's going anywhere.
we'll see what happens.
And apparently his wife even said she wants him to fight for his job.
Well, she doesn't want to stay married to an ex-congressman who showed his dick. What's your husband do? He's a consultant. He used to be a congressman who showed his dick. Now he's a consultant who had showed his dick. Of course he wants him to stay.
Yeah, you got a point.
Because she's in politics too. It affects her.
What do you think? She wants to just look at his big fucking nose all day? So what are you doing? Showing your dick? No, honey. I'm just consulting online. All right, cool.
Online.
Do you find it creepy that they chose the same day that the photo was released to announce that she was pregnant?
Yeah, that was
Smart.
That was very smart on someone's part.
That's a
doing
PR.
that.
That's a real PR machine, by the way. Remember we were talking about PR
Damage
earlier?
control. Beautiful damage control. It's like, all right, what do we do? Well, my wife's pregnant. Holy shit.
Throw that out
blows
there.
Everything out of the water.
That'll push some of this shit, to the back.
Because guaranteed that would have been front fucking page, like huge picture and everything. But they kind of pushed that aside. They pushed his weenie aside.
But
and,
that's what a real PR department does.
Yes.
They capitalize and figure shit out.
Exactly.
All right, we got Warriors. We got Ron and Fez talk about Roland crying.
Oh.
We got
Was that a gag? I didn't hear any of it. Was it a work? Was Fez being facetious?
Fez was making jokes, but they were at Roland's expense.
Can we hear? I would like to hear that.
Yeah, because we all know Fez does cry a lot on the Ron and Fez program. He does get upset and cry. So why was he making fun of Roland, who has cried once?
He's had history with Roland. He said that Roland's crying was not legitimate crying, that it wasn't anything to cry about.
Hey, I was in here. That was real fucking crying.
Well, Roland bashed Fez, though, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah.
Okay, the
him and Fez
publicists hate him.
have a deep history. They weren't talking for a while, just a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Yes.
Do dish.
And now Roland went on the after show yesterday.
Oh.
And he said he doesn't mind Fez making fun of him because it was funny.
But if he...
And he said it was the first time Fez had been funny in a long time.
Oh.
So
See, but if Roland talks and no one's listening... Did he really say it?
You were listening.
Because you said it was the after
you were listening.
show.
You listened.
Oh, you
I
got
caught you
me
on YouTube.
You got me. I was listening.
Can I address one thing that I knew I would have to address?
But I was falling asleep, if you remember my earlier conversation.
That's true, too.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry, I didn't mean to jump
No,
in.
yes, Mr. Norton.
I was going to address this when Colbert said it, but I didn't. Because the guy's like, what? So you attack him for saying shock jock, but laugh when Colbert uses it. And I knew we would have to explain this. Here's why.
I'm embarrassed that some of these guys listen to the show without intelligence.
I'll explain. This is why I laughed, and it's predictable that somebody would say, because it was the punchline, and everybody knew what he meant. He wasn't using it as, got you guy. It was the punchline.
It's a punchline of a joke.
It was the punchline to the joke, and wording-wise, it was simply the best way to say it.
Right.
Because you can't trust radio guys.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't elicit... The information's the same, but it doesn't elicit the laugh that you can't trust shock jocks is a funnier way of wording that. That's what the difference is.
We're going to do a whole show where Jimmy explains comedy
But
to people.
I as soon as he said that, it was a funny joke. I knew some dumbbell would go, how come that?
Stop listening,
because
please.
he's not making a 1997 indictment. That's why. Shock jockery.
Yes.
He's using it as a punchline.
His whole bit was oozing with sarcasm, and that was a great punchline to the joke.
He was also just mocking the term shock jock too.
Well, he was using it because that's the term that's familiar with a lot of people that are stuck in fucking the 90s. Yeah,
it was a funnier way to say it. Literally, if he would have said it, if he was doing a serious news story, that's different because the wording of a serious news story is not built on getting a laugh. So you're not looking for the funniest term in a news story.
Yeah,
there's a big difference. Shock jock is a funnier way to close out a joke than radio guys or radio person. What do you mean you can't trust radio personalities?
Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Jimmy, why is it funny
that sounds
when the chicken ends up on the other side of the street?
Because the misleading part is, why did the chicken cross the road? So whenever someone is setting up a joke, you're expecting a ludicrous turn. The ludicrous turn is what you're expecting, but what they're saying is to get to the other side. So the ludicrous turn is actually logic.
The fact that there is no ludicrous turn is the joke because you're expecting it, and out of left field comes just the explanation.
The literal obvious explanation, which is because a lot of times laughter is kind of a joke is contingent on catching you off guard, which is why Guns N' Roses can do fucking Welcome to the Jungle for the next 30 years, but a joke doesn't have the same effect because you're not caught off guard more than once.
One more question.
Sure.
When someone says knock knock, what if no one's home?
Then the joke probably wouldn't work.
Okay.
It would be knock knock. Knock, 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 break in and rob them.
Okay.
Because this was going to be a home invasion rape. Now it will only be a robbery.
Okay.
Because the white people are out. Lucky for them. Knock, knock. Then it will be ring, ring. Then it will be sock around the hand, punch through the window, unlock the window, climb in,
Okay.
and leave a semen sample on the daughter's pillow because there's aggression there. There's aggression there for the white people.
I love Jimmy explains the
Comedy.
joke.
I love it too.
I love it. Now that's a sound answer. Thank you.
This is what we're going to do because the Ron Fest thing is involved in long run. We should probably take another break. So we could do something quick. We could do, what's the O&A TV edit thing all about for the people?
It's something Danny put together. It's based on those movie edits, like that they put on TBS or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you're replacing the curse words with a word that's, you know, you get it.
Do we play the original first, you think?
I would think so.
All right.
Because then we'll be able to theorize, well, what are they going to replace that word with? How are they going to make this TV friendly?
Okay, so this is original O&A content.
She's a real stick in the mud.
Yeah. What's a stick in the?
I don't know why.
Stick in the mud. Yeah. How did that become?
Maybe it's an anal sex reference. Like when you're trying to fuck a girl and your dick actually goes in and you pull it out. And it looks like a fucking Reese's peanut butter cup commercial gone wrong.
Oh my God!
You dipped your penis in my shit. Oh, a lovely snack we've created.
Got shit on my penis.
Exactly. There's shit blood and a little swab of paper on my penis. Oh, well, look what you've done to my asshole. Yummy snack time. It's not even 7.
Yummy snack time. Now, obviously, a very funny bit, but if you want to put it on TV, you got to clean it up for everybody, right?
Yes, you do.
So that same audio with some TV edits.
The following portion of the Opie and Anthony show has been edited for television.
She's a real stick in the mud.
What's a stick in the?
I don't know why.
Stick in the mud. Yeah. How did that become?
Maybe it's an Tex-Mex reference. Like when you're trying to
Fire a grill and your beans actually go on and you pull them out.
and it looks like
Like a funny.
Reese's peanut butter cup commercial gone wrong.
Oh my God!
You dipped your beans in my dip.
Oh, a lovely snack we've created.
Got dip on my beans.
Exactly. There's dip blood and a little swab of paper on my
Beans.
Oh, well, look what you've done to my
Burrito.
Yummy snack time. It's not even 7.
The Opie and Anthony show, starring Eric Nagel, will continue.
I don't like that because it's not the original bit though. They're playing the second time.
Yeah.
It's different
Well, that's
words.
Yeah.
The TV friendly
I don't get it.
version.
It's very funny. My burrito.
I think we also should play.
Sex Man reference at the end was good.
That's
It
right.
really was good.
You want this day in O&A history?
Yes.
Yeah. What happened?
And I have a brilliant charity idea.
Oh yeah, I want to hear that too.
It's a good one.
This day in O&A.
The Opie and Anthony show presents This Day in O&A. Our favorite moments from this very day in Opie and Anthony history.
It was 1 year ago today, wrestler Iron Sheik abruptly left the studio after having his balls busted by comedian Jay Moore.
Wow, he's all dressed up today. Jay Moore, we got the
Jay.
Iron Sheik in studio now as well.
The Iron Sheik.
Is he still champion?
He is the champion.
Iron Sheik, can you hear me?
I hear you. Yes.
You listen to me good. You're a no good son of a bitch, piece of shit, motherfucker. You hear me?
Fuck you, motherfucker. You're a piece of shit yourself. You can come suck my 10 fucking inch cock. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit garbage. Come here, I'll put in the camel clutch. I'll fuck your ass. I'll make you humble.
I know you'll do it in my butt, because that's the only way you can get it. Right?
Yeah, fuck you, piece of shit.
You're not even real. Yeah, come on, man. I'm right outside.
Come on, motherfucker. I'm here too.
Wake up, stupid. You sound like a moron.
Fuck you. I don't want to fucking do that every year.
Hey, get back here.
This has been This Day in O&A. Our favorite moments from this very day in Opie and Anthony history.
We haven't had him on in a year?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're not missing anything.
Damn.
Blithering idiot.
We did what we could with that guy.
I talked to his guy, Eric Sims, at the last wrestling convention. He said the Iron Sheik's ready to come back.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Good.
Of course he is.
I forgot.
Yeah, he's ready to come back.
Well, get that booking done.
I will.
All right, when we get back, Ron and Fest talk about Roland crying. The Warrior talks about Hulk Hogan and Macho Man's death. Oh, yeah, and the Reporter Flub was really good.
Yeah.
And my charity idea.
You want to do it before or after the break?
We can
That's
do it
up to
before.
you.
It's very quick.
All right, go ahead.
It's the 5. This is Jim Norton's idea. So if it happens, I want one. It will only work for very rich people. The 5 presidents photo. We have Obama. We have both Bushes. We have Clinton. We have Jimmy Carter. I believe those are the only living presidents. Now, Obama would be the X factor because he's an active president. But what you do is you arrange to get the 4 former presidents into the White House, and you have President Obama there, and you charge people $1 million to take a photo with all 5 presidents.
Holy shit.
All 5 presidents, guys like Spielberg, guys like DiCaprio, guys that can afford it, because that is an impossibility. And you don't have an 8x10. You get it a good size, 11 by 30, whatever size you want. You have it blown up to that size. And then after you do it, you charge an extra, if they want it, an extra $250,000 to have all 5 sign it. And the way you would do that is you have them printed and you have a courier that would go to them and bring these photos to them, and they would sit there, and it's for charity. And if you do 100 people, you've raised
$100 million,
$125 million.
Oh, yeah, with the other, right.
120, and there's a lot of people that could afford that, and that's an extraordinarily rare item.
I thought you were going for some goof, but that's a really good idea.
That's a great idea.
There's a lot of people that have that type of money just laying around that they would spend in a second knowing it's going for a good cause.
Yes.
And to show that they have a huge fucking dick to their family and friends because now they put the photo up in their mansions or what have you.
That's
I love the idea.
That's an amazing idea. And again, only the ultra rich could do it. But again, it's for charity, and it's something that, it's $1,250,000 for a photo, but with 5 presidents. There's no better photo.
You would easily get 100 people.
Easily. And it wouldn't take, literally, to get people in, you'd have to do it on a great digital camera, protection. To get somebody in there and out, you could probably do a couple of minutes. If all they get to shake every hand, they stand in the middle, they take a photo, and they have to leave. You could probably do 2 a minute. It would probably take, an hour tops. And then when they sign it, but it's for charity, so they would do it. It's $125 million.
Even if it was an afternoon for these guys, what else are they doing? Come on.
Well, Obama's
Obama would be
the other guys you could get in one area, but it would have to be on a day when they knew Obama would be in the White House.
Right.
And there would have to be a contingency plan if Obama was called away, if there was a disaster somewhere he had to go. But the White House is secure. You wouldn't have to go any extra security because the White House is the most secure place on the planet. And everybody pays their own way. Everybody pays their own expenses, and the courier gets it signed. And he does. That's where the pictures.
That's a great idea.
The pictures are all handled a certain way, and it's all set up for the former presidents and the active president.
See, there's just a negativity around us constantly. Jake in Jersey, you only get 1 pick for $1 million. What is the cause?
Well, it depends on the.
There's people out there that have so much fucking money. Yeah, they would pay $1 million for that particular picture.
Without a doubt.
They wouldn't even think twice about it.
It's that photo.
And the cause, there's a million great causes. They would figure out one that makes sense.
Whatever it is, children's SIDS.
And then he goes, Obama gets to waste the money on gun control.
Again, he's irrelevant. This guy's irrelevant. That's why those screens should go. That guy should have no voice. He should have no voice.
He doesn't have a voice.
He should yell at his radio.
Goodbye. Yell at your radio.
Yeah, those people, I don't care what they think.
Goodbye.
Whatever the cause is predetermined and agreed on by all 5. The presidents would have to agree on it.
Such a solid idea. I like it.
It's a great idea.
It'll never happen, but I love it.
I saw a photo. I think it was the Reagan Library, and it was Reagan, Bush, and it might have been Clinton, Carter, and Ford, or whatever. There was 5 presidents when Ford was still alive. And I'm like, what an amazing photo. Now, you wouldn't get within a mile because of the security for 5 presidents. So it would, that's not the craziest idea, and that is possible. Because all 4 former presidents, you could pick a date a year in advance or 6 months in advance. The only X factor is, of course, illness or death of the family and President Obama.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and then people would have the choice.
That is...
That's my idea. I would like this marked... In case anybody steals my idea, Iraq, I would like this audio.
Mark it.
Marked, everything remembered.
I want no money for it. I just want one of the pictures.
As long as you go, mark, it's marked.
It's marked.
That's $125 million fucking dollars, man.
But I think...
or different bands, different bands should do it. Because Kiss does the thing, a meet and greet for $1,000 or whatever, which is all right. It's hard to get a photo at the band. But if the fucking Bono wants to raise money and you too, how about you 4... take fan photos, and you charge a tremendous amount of money. But again, all the money is going to charity. All you guys have to do is stand there. And people who could afford it would pay $10,000 or $15,000 for a photo with you as a band. It's a very rare item for very rich people.
That's where you got to start. The president thing is almost out of reach, but not impossible.
That's the president one, though. You can never get. If you're a promoter, you can get you too.
But that's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
get a president.
I love your idea on a lower level, even.
You do it different ones. The president idea is for guys like Spielberg, for guys like hedge fund people who could get 3 of them. You know, these guys, these CEOs, they make fucking $170 million a year. Some people.
If you get like Mick Jagger,
Warren Buffett,
if you get Mick Jagger and Paul McCartney for an afternoon,
yeah, and conventions do that.
Right.
But if you charged $15,000 or $20,000, and people knew that the artists were not keeping it, it's not a greed factor. It's a very rare item, and again, a lot of extra money if you want it signed by both, and it can't be personalized because you can't have these guys writing to different. They'll both just sign it at a later date.
It's a great idea.
Now what do we do?
Photo with me, $1.75.
Ooh,
$1 if it's signed. Yeah.
$1 if it's signed.
I'll sign it with pre-seminal fluid. I'll have the lawyers here don't get involved and go, oh, that can't be a contest.
Wait a minute, stop it. Don't even mention it again. Of course.
So if that idea, by the way, is stolen by anybody, I will sue the cock off of you.
Oh.
You know, most of those people don't even come in on Fridays.
Oh, no. Of course not.
It's no one here.
There's no one here.
We're the only dummies that still
Look at the
work
hallway.
Fridays.
It's empty. And yeah.
There's no one here.
It's amazing.
Because the place is running so well, they figured, you know what? We should all just take Fridays off in the summer.
Yeah.
How much for a picture with the Stones? All 4. I'm not saying would you pay or I pay, but what do you think?
Well, the Stones...
Kidney?
The Stones is a weird one just because the I got it, kidney stones.
Oh, God, I didn't even get that.
Of course you didn't.
I thought you were just saying that's how much it would be. Kidney stones.
The lineup of...
the joke felt like one.
Yeah, of course it did.
The lineup of the Stones has changed so much that's kind of that's a tough one.
Mick, Charlie, Ron, and Keith. Those 4.
That's a solid 4 right there.
And the 5th one, who's the one that left?
When you said Stones, I'm thinking the current lineup of the Stones.
Bill Wyman was one, right? When did he leave? 20 years ago?
No, Wyman didn't leave 20, I don't think. No, definitely not. But you throw him in there.
He would do it.
He would come back to do it.
Maybe.
Charlie Watts isn't with the band anymore, right?
Oh, did he just retire? Oh, yeah, no, I mean with Charlie Watts.
Yeah, so you'd have to get, like, the nucleus.
What year?
92 he left.
Okay, so 20 years ago.
Bill Wyman left almost 20 years ago already?
19.
No.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So it was with Bill Wyman and Charlie Watts, of course.
Wow.
How much do you think people would pay for that? Is that a $50,000 item?
I don't know about that, but
yeah, I think so.
Because of the rarity of it.
Really?
Sure. I mean, again, if you have that kind of money, people buy paintings for $800,000.
No, they don't.
You're right. I lied. I made that figure up. They buy art forgeries for $800,000. You dopey Steve Martin.
Yeah, Steve Martin.
That's what he deserves.
He got swindled.
Exactly. I'll quote my own tweet. That's how now you know how I felt after I saw the new Pink Panther. Get it? An art forgery.
Yes, an art forgery. I felt ripped off.
An asshole who quotes himself.
All right, why don't we
I'd
break?
pay $100. See, some guy said he'd pay $100
All right, fair
for
enough.
a photo with all of us.
That's more than it's worth. Get that for nothing and a nice compliment. Okay, boys, line up.
Yeah, I know, really.
Line up, boys, line up.
We suck.
We got iced tea coming in and cocoa, so we got to break because we're going to run out of time to get some of this other cool stuff on the radio today.
Damn,
so, Ron and Fez audio, and hopefully the Warriors audio after the break.
Sirius XM, the virus.
Breitbart, what's his name? Breitbart. He seems like an idiot to me. I mean, just he doesn't seem like the brightest bulb in the whatever. So if you go into Opie and Anthony's studio, they are now my heroes, by the way. With your cell phone and pass it around to those guys, and Jim Norton's there? What are you, nuts?
Okay, you promise, guys?
I mean, they have, Anthony had to jerk the phone away from Opie because Opie was trying to take a picture of it with his phone. Oh, no, come on. And then, of course,
Then their video camera system in the studio got it, right, Lou?
Yes,
Bernie?
they take
Connell?
it surreptitiously, yes.
Exactly. Okay. And then they were fighting one another to see who could tweet it first. Good for them. That's what they do. I mean, come on. So we'd have done the exact same thing, wouldn't we?
Who'd have thunk it? Opie and Anthony.
Then there's whatever.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Good job with that, man.
I love Angus.
Hey, Ron and Fez.
Yeah, what up?
I'd pay $100 for those guys.
Ron and Fez.
$100?
Photo for Ron and Fez.
Photo
yes.
Ron and Fez.
Roland had a breakdown on our show this week.
Oh.
Anthony,
was it a breakdown?
Yeah. It kind of was. And I was listening to, I don't know if it was a replay. I don't know where I heard this. Did you replay it?
Yeah.
Maybe Sam replayed it. And basically said this place is going to kill people. The stress and the pressure.
Yeah, the stress level is just
the stress level in this area.
Here.
In this place is ridiculous. It doesn't need to be this stressful.
It doesn't.
And it finally got to Roland, and Roland broke down a little bit, had a real moment on our show, which we like. We like the real moments, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially when it's over something of substance.
Why are you calling him? You're a sex man now.
It's his new name.
How did that come about? Because it's been Sex Bagel.
It was Sex Bagel, then it was Sexy Bee, then it became the Sex Man. And fans are calling him the Sex Man on Twitter, so once a name takes off,
How
it
many
takes off.
fucking nicknames does this kid have to have, though?
Amazing.
The Sex Man, that's his name now.
What about Sex Bagel and Hawk and E-Rock?
Oh, Hawk.
And
Things develop.
Hawk.
Hey, Hawk. I forgot about Hawk.
God.
that didn't stick.
That's okay. I just enjoyed it.
Another bird butterball. See, that would be all right.
You, we got to play the clip, Roland. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry you got to sit through you.
Is this going to be difficult to listen to?
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to be difficult for me. No, but you can be assured no one's going to look at you when this clip's playing because we're all just going to look down.
Exactly, with our raging hard-ons.
All right. Hit it. Or just do whatever the fuck you just did.
Just play some music.
Yeah.
What are you doing in there?
Roland, are you okay?
I just was stressed.
No, calm down. Calm down. Roland, it's okay. We'll get Glenn Close in. Get Glenn Close.
Sorry.
It's okay. Shake it off. Deep breaths. The stress of this place is going to kill people. It's just going to kill people. There will be corpses from people just fucking dying of stress.
Well, that's why I'm
sorry.
That's why I'm out of here in a year. I have no problem. All right, we're back.
Wow. Oh, that was hard to listen to.
He was getting a beating behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Something we had no idea about, actually. But, all right, so Ron and Fez certainly took the opportunity to kind of have some fun with that.
Commented on that?
I mean, recently we did a whole thing on the Blueberry incident, so...
The Blueberry incident.
You can't blame Ronnie, certainly, for bringing it to his show, knowing there's a little beef between Roland and Fez.
Their intern made a Blueberry Incident song on his first day. He came in with a Blueberry Incident song.
No, what happened?
Fez responded by saying this is going to be a long internship.
Oh, damn.
He wasn't happy.
Well... Here's Ron and Fez. Oops, they played the clip too, Roland. I'm sorry. I just read that. So now you got to sit through it again.
Shit.
Oops.
Oh, shit.
Jeff, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, I think I got an itchy bomb for you.
Well, if you think. Let's do this.
This morning on the first hour of O&A, Roland is stealing Fez's character. He was crying.
All right, let's face something. Fez has invented crying on the radio. Now, I'm not going to sit around and get mad at Roland if he did cry. But if he did, he needs to credit Fez Whatley. We do have a clip, and this is Roland today on the O&A show.
So do you want her or not? I'm just sort of stressed right now.
Roland, are you okay?
I'm just sort of stressed.
No, calm down. Calm down. Roland, it's okay. We'll get Glenn Close in. Get Glenn Close. It's okay. Shake it off.
Well, wow, I never saw Roland like that.
Oh, my God. What a puss for doing that.
Well, yeah, I guess he was under a lot of stress. He had Glenn Close.
It was just about Glenn Close. That was it. Oh, my God, what a baby.
Yeah, but you know what? When you're in the talent department, you're,
Oh, could you be a bigger pussy? My God. Just weeping and weeping.
Whoa. If you say biggest pussy like the way he said it, doesn't it cancel it out?
It's not. He doesn't say it like Jimmy does. Let's just say that.
Pussy!
Yes.
Let me go to Joe in Tennessee before we move on with more audio from the Ron and Fez show. Joe, it's your turn, sir.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How do you do?
I do fine. About 20 minutes into that whole deal when he was busting on Roland, he broke down. He was like, hey, what's the deal? A minute ago, you was all big-time Fez Watley, you know, and now you're just sitting there being quiet. And,
Why did he break down?
Sometimes he locks up.
Locks up, they call it, yeah.
He locks up.
You're locking up there, buddy. You're locking up.
Yesterday, Ron asked him who he liked to be with on the air the most, and he named 2 people, and then Ron said, who else has been in here? And then he said, I don't remember. I'm locking up. I can't think right now.
Locking up.
Is that what happens now? He locks up?
He locks up.
Okay.
He wasn't locking up when Roland came up. No, sir.
Fez talks shit about Roland. Here we go.
Let's go over here to David. David, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron and Fez, welcome back.
Yeah.
I got a question for Fez. How are you going to complain about Roland crying about guests when you've done the same thing on your show?
I don't know quite what he means by that, but what were you saying about Roland? I don't even remember that.
Oh, with Roland crying on the O&A show today, I just said total pussy move. Just sobbing about the Glenn Close booking on their show.
Well, here's what happened. He had booked Glenn Close. She's a big star, Fezzy. She's got Emmys, she's got Tonys, and nominated 5 times for Oscars. 5 times. That's a big star. I think for Roland to walk back and tell her we're not having you on the show would have been uncomfortable for him.
Yeah, but be a professional. There's no need to be sobbing in here and just crying about something like that. It's just ridiculous. I mean, what is he, 2 years old?
Oh,
2 years old.
Shit.
That's got to hurt a little.
Yeah. Does that hurt a little bit, Roland?
It's like that South Park character, like a Skittles yelling at you. You kind of like go, huh?
Oh. Like a retarded kid?
Oh, really?
Oh,
a little effeminate.
Yeah.
Well, he made a
limp wrist. That's what Roland just did. A little limp wrist.
And then Fez debuts his Roland impression.
This one is actually, I just smile. I like Jesus. If it takes him this long to be funny, I'm like, go ahead.
Oh, wow.
Hasn't been funny in a long time.
Oh, right, Jimmy? Oh,
he hasn't. Even management go, oh, look, he's actually talking and being funny.
You're talking about Fez?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Wow.
That's what they said back there.
Management did?
Well, somebody did.
They were commenting?
Yeah, like, oh, look, he's talking. He's funny.
Wow. Because they didn't know it had been so long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's uncalled for, I think.
Shit.
Wow.
Let's go over to Estelle. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hi. First of all, Fez, I just want to say I'm sorry about your dad's death. But
Why bring that up?
Because it stimulates something in Fez that maybe he's aware of. I'm sorry.
But that's a long time ago now. Let him get over it.
All right, well, that's fine. But the fact about this Roland thing, I mean, the guy does a hell of a job.
He does.
He came back to O&A. They needed him. He's doing phenomenal work, getting great guests to come in, and then Fez has the nerve. Wait a second. Fez has the nerve to start carrying on. Listen to that. Fez has the nerve to go ahead and carry on about Roland crying.
I'm going close. Hope he don't want Glenn Close.
His job might be in
let him go.
Did they book Twitchell's? That's where Twitchell's went?
It sounded like the Cowardly Lion.
Sure did.
Put him up. Oh, God.
You don't like that?
I hate it so much.
We got to ask every time.
Twitchell's.
His job might be
Oh,
in
let him go
jeopardy.
see The Wizard of Oz for some courage.
Why don't you?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me,
I am
lady.
not kidding. I am telling you.
You're
gotta,
nuts.
You gotta at least feel a little bad for
Fez.
genuine in the fact
Oh,
that
let me roll up my pant legs. The tears are getting so deep in here.
That's not that deep.
everything that was going on.
I thought he was going into an asthma attack.
Wow.
You're going into an asthma attack?
You think he sounded like you?
Yeah.
You like that, Roland?
He kind of did.
He's doing impressions.
Kind of like it?
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't prep for the show, they need this. So be it.
Wow. Damn.
Twitchell's? You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear his impression of the Cowardly Lion.
I know Anthony enjoys
He likes
this.
it.
Oh, do I?
Anthony really enjoys it.
I like the video of it more, though.
You know?
Yeah.
How many times did we make him do that, by the way? At least 6.
Let's hear it. I mean, it's not bad.
Put him on.
Oh, God. This is cringe-inducing.
E-Rock's got the audio. Let's go with the audio just because it'll sound better for the people out there.
Yeah.
Even though the video itself is terrific.
Get out of there, you tin can. What'd you hit me for? I didn't buy him, but you tried to. I was just kidding.
Faggot. Dude, you are so fucking gay.
I don't think my friend's talking to people.
Oh, God.
What's wrong, Ant?
Oh,
that's good stuff.
That is so awful. It's just over the top.
Oh, well, that will do it, Carly. Yes, a boys' band. Do you hear me? Mirror City's going to have their boys' band, and they're going.
All right.
Oh, God, he's just bombing.
Yeah, let's.
He's just bombing left and right. And all over. His face gets all distorted when he does that impression.
Going back to Ron and Fez. Fez continues with his Roland impression.
Let's go over here to B in Yonkers. You're on Fez.
Yeah, I would like to say, how the fuck is Fez bragging on Roland when he broke down Uber talking about a fucking blueberry last week? You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
Every time I
It's
turn
just,
on this
it's
show,
me being
Fez is
Roland.
crying about something. You're always crying about something, Fez.
Boo! Oh no! The woman who was fantastic in Fatal Attraction may not be on the show. Oh, boo!
It was a good movie, Fez. 5 Oscar nominations.
Oh, he's just a nut. You know what? It may be time to lock Roland up.
Whoa! I don't even know what that means.
Nut hut time.
Thank you, Ronnie.
What do you mean? Do you think Ron's responsible?
What?
You said thank you, Ronnie.
No, because that fell flat.
Oh, okay.
It fell incredibly flat.
I gotcha.
So, thank God he acknowledged that.
Wow.
Roland, back to you.
Roland, comment?
I don't need more meetings. Bye.
We made
be kinder to Fez.
Because you made
feelings.
Wait, you've had meetings that you have to be kinder to Fez?
Oh God, yeah. After the last one.
Wow,
4
really?
minutes. Yeah.
With HR?
Interesting.
No, with they're like he's
The cute guys? And I don't mean cute in that
no,
way.
No,
I mean
the other ones.
The other definition.
They're like he's sensitive. You gotta be more. Even though if he does stuff to you, you have to kind of let brush it off.
Aww.
So after the 4th meeting, I'm like, I'm tired.
Hey, you got the sex man has the Ron and Fez interns Blueberry song.
Oh yes, but why would you play it?
Are we
Fez won't
confusing
like
people, or should we continue with the Ron
I'd
and
say
Fez audio first?
Continue with that, and then hit the Blueberry song.
Good.
Another of the many impressions by Fezzy as he continues to attack Roland.
Made him look like an
pretty much
asshole.
unprovoked.
Let's go over here to Mike in Albany. You're on Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, don't you think you could cut Roland just 1 ounce of slack?
No, not even an ounce. Not even an ounce. You heard that blubbering on the air. It makes me uncomfortable. Having to listen to that.
Wow. Makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You say that?
And he cries like a bitch. He wants people to run mass.
Damn.
So, yeah.
Roland, I'll ask you this.
Yes.
How many times have you cried on the Opie and Anthony show?
0. Well, one.
Wow. Come on.
You got to take responsibility for one.
I take the one. Yes.
You're allowed one. I hope.
How many times has Fezzy cried on Ron and Fez?
I lost count.
Has he cried more than 3 times?
Fez?
In the show.
This week. Per show.
Has he cried 3 times this week?
I'm not sure. I can't say that.
He cried once where he left the show. And people had to condone. Like, are you okay?
Having to listen to that.
Let's go to Jake. Jake in San Antonio. You're on Fez.
Hey, buddies. Hey, I agree with Fez. Roland sounds like a filthy, cock-sucking faggot. Isn't he? Am I right, Fez?
Roland is just a big baby is what the problem is. Boo! Boo! Things are going wrong. Boo!
What were you thinking, Roland?
Let's go. And that bothers you, Fez?
Oh, yes, it bothers me. Come in, do your job, go to work.
Johnny, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Fezzy, you're back.
I never went anywhere.
James in Missouri, you're on Ron and Fez.
All right. Fez, first of all, you hardly ever bring anything to the show. Ron carries the fucking show. Now all of a sudden...
Well, good thing you didn't say that to Roland.
Roland does more than you. Roland always does more than you.
Could you hold on a second? Hold on. Pepper Hicks, I need facilities in here with a mop. There's still a lot of Roland tears on the floor. I don't want anyone to slip.
Roland.
I know.
Watch out.
I know.
He took exception. I could see on Roland's face he wanted to respond when Fez just said he was a big baby. I saw on Roland's face he took exception to that remark.
No, just when management calls me, I talk to them, I confront them. I don't go in the corner and start shaking and crying. The management didn't run away from them. So he doesn't have to be talked to. Says, wow. He does that. They go, can we talk to you? He says shaking. And they go, oh, never mind. We'll talk to you later.
Wow.
Man.
This is like, now it's getting personal.
Uncomfortable.
And now the gloves are off.
Wow.
This is like the Warrior and Hogan.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
This is some unbelievable stuff.
Adam.
Ronnie B, what's
Yeah.
up, man? Hey, Fez, how the fuck are you going to rip on Roland? Every time I turn on your show, you're always whining and crying.
Oh, you mean like this? You have me confused with Roland for the O&A show, sir.
I don't know what has gotten into Fez today, why he's feeling stronger. And by the way, I want to see how Opie tries to turn this back on me. Because Opie's got, Jay Moore got in Opie's fucking kitchen about, Ron's a puppet master. No one can control Fez. No one knows when Fez is going to have a good day. No one Fez is going to have a bad day.
I don't even know.
I will know this. When somebody hits the floor, when somebody most of all needs help, that's when Fez starts to stomp. This is as old as life itself.
Fucking Ronnie.
Ronnie.
We discussed the Jay Moore part of this, I think, in the after show.
Yeah.
Ronnie was trying to throw me off the scent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very suspicious of Ronnie being the puppet master.
Yeah.
And then he threw in my head that Jay Moore got to me, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. And then I'm like, wait a minute, now I know what he's doing.
He's doing the puppet master thing.
That was kind of the puppet master thing.
Yeah, without even
deflecting.
Realizing.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I'm back on to him.
Pull the strings.
I'm back on.
Pull the strings.
I'm not saying he's the puppet master. I just got some suspicions.
Yeah.
And now the Jay Moore thing, no, that's over with. I'm back on the track.
Fez starts crying. It's like if Fez starts crying, it's like the whole sky is raining.
Wow, Chip, that was uncalled for. I mean, literally, we never called for anything like that.
Roland, I really appreciate you helping this bit along, by the way. It's been great.
I'm just so tired this week.
He's holding a lot of stuff in.
But without your input, this pretty much just sits there. Like a bad fucking fart. You
Just
idiot.
permeating the room with a stench of nothingness.
Right.
Sits here like a box of phones.
That's crazy.
Box of phones.
See, we're using the audio as a catalyst to get you involved here.
You have to listen to the little things that he said, though, because he's taking.
Roland?
Yeah, he's taking some pretty brutal shots at Fez, but he just kind of mumbles them and shrugs his shoulders, so you can't really pick up on it.
Comment,
Roland. Comment.
I have nothing today. It's just, I don't know.
He said Fez shakes in a corner with management.
It's true, though. That's what they all say. And the management like, oh, stay away from him. He's crying. Oh, my God. They do that means they're like, who wants to talk to him? Because nobody does. Because he says a pain in the ass. That is the truth.
Enough about me. We're talking about Fez right now.
I know. That's when they all say. Someone goes, do you want to talk to Fez? They go, fuck. Fuck. They go, do you want to do it? They're like, no, it's your turn. They're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
But they're gonna
It's your turn.
They're gonna spin it on that show. I'm sure Ronnie will. That means people are scared of Fez. Is that what's happening here?
They just don't want to deal with this shit. They're like, fuck this. It's like a cop in the end of his shift. Like, should I pull that car over? Nah, fuck it. I'm going to go home.
So they don't want to deal with his emotions?
Yeah, I think so. That's what it seems like back there. You see the three of them talking. Who wants to talk to him?
Oh, wow. All right, you're getting really, like,
Is that bad?
Yeah, I think there's going to be some tears today. If someone hears this, there's going to be some tears.
I figure if I have to have a meeting about this, I might as well make it worth it.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. Fuck it now. I need worth it. I don't want to, like, I skipped over this, skipped over that. I said it.
You've been around us way too long.
I'm tired.
That is the God's honest truth.
Wow.
Yeah, before
might as well go all in.
Before the other three were like, you almost said it, but you didn't. And I had sat there for 20 minutes every other time.
Is this true shit that goes on?
Yeah, the last one I did. Had to sit 3-4 times.
Roland's closer to the...
But why aren't you allowed to kind of do this type of thing on the radio?
Oh, well, no, just like the Fez is sensitive. Like the last time when I made fun of him, they gotta eat more of this, more of that. Then the next day, can we talk to you real quick for 2 seconds?
But why would you make fun of him, though?
No,
if he didn't do anything to you.
Oh, no, I didn't make fun of him. I just said about the publicist what the publicist said. And then they said, you shouldn't say that about Fez. You shouldn't do this.
I don't understand. What was said that
I just
upset
said
him that you had to be called into a meeting?
I said he creeped out and annoyed the publicist. That's what he said to me.
Shit, he creeped out.
You don't know where this all began?
Yeah, that's what happened.
I have no
Literally,
clue.
the publicist goes, Roland, can you see her? He goes, who's that creepy guy? He's creeping me out, man.
Oh, no.
This is where it all began.
That's where it began.
What was he doing that creeped out the publicist? What did the publicist say?
I heard he was just hanging around. I don't know. I was not there.
It's just like
I'm way in
got
on this
up,
whole thing. I've heard.
Like, text on his phone, and then he looked up. Fez was this way. Then he went to sit down. Then Fez was that way. Then he went to take a call. Fez popped up over there.
And the publicist sat you down, said,
"What's going on?"
He was in his eye line.
Yeah, all the time. He goes, "Hey, buddy, can you come here?" He goes, "Who's that over there?" I said, "Oh, he wants to talk to you about this client." He goes, "Just tell him. Just email me. I just don't want to talk to anybody right now." I was like, "All right." Said it, but then he kept on doing it, and then walked up to him and talked to him. And then he got a little annoyed, the publicist, but then he was just having a bad day, too.
Ooh.
I just said that, and then all of a sudden, it blew up to something...
Way bigger.
Yeah.
And then every day was like, can we see you for 2 minutes?
Well, Fez believes that Roland, at the time, not anymore.
Yeah.
At the time, Fez believed that Roland had was developing some kind of conspiracy against him, that he was spreading rumors.
I was the devil.
Oh, boy.
And it's
Really?
been escalating ever since.
Yeah, and
So when Fezzi heard that Roland, broke down,
Yeah, then they said...
obviously he's going to take his shot.
And the management goes, well, if you help book Unmasked, we could put this to bed. I go, what did I do wrong? They go, you did nothing wrong. But if you help out to do this, you can put that to bed. And for everybody, I agree to everything. And then it was another meeting. So now I'm like, if I have to go to another one, I got to make it worth it.
So
I have to sit there for 20 minutes and go,
So what would you like to say then that you hadn't said previous about Fez Watley?
I'll tell you, I have nothing against them. I'm just tired today. It is. Whatever.
You're just a little tired, yeah.
Tired of the bullshit? Or you mean like tired, like you need a nap? Or tired of the bullshit?
Yeah, well, I think we're all tired of the bullshit.
Yeah.
All right.
It's total package.
Well, I'm sure that the Jim Henson and Fez show will
oh, because of all the puppets?
What?
See?
Or the AIDS.
Oh, God damn.
I want to thank Cigars and Scotch for that. Now calling it the Jim Henson and Fez show.
Jim Henson was a puppet master.
Well,
he was
say,
a puppet master. He
Literally
he worked
pulling
the
strings.
puppets.
Yes. Yeah.
So. He knew how to work the puppets.
Had his hand up
I'm
all
sure
those
we
asses.
haven't heard
Yes.
the last of this one.
Oh no, nothing.
Yeah, Fez is not going to be happy that the publicist story was broken.
Roland, I really want hopefully still save the last 20 minutes of radio. Fezzy was doing an impression of you. Would you like to do your impression of Fezzy?
Sure.
I think it's only fair. And maybe it'll save.
I'll do. Hello, Ron. Skittles! How are you guys? Oh my God, you look fancy, Anthony. How are you? That nice black hat. Oh, let me cry. Chanel's not on sale. Go fuck yourselves. I'm tired. Get a dick in the ass and then call me on Monday. Then you'll be happy.
Well, we don't know what Fezzy does. That has to be said. I honestly have no fucking idea.
Oh no!
No idea.
When are they going to play this?
What is going on? That's fine too. Whatever.
When are they going to play this on the Ron and Fez show? Because I have to tune in to hear the tears.
Roland has taken a turn since he broke down because honest Roland. Because he realized he was keeping too much inside.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with honest Roland.
But you didn't do the impression of Fez crying. He did the impression of Roland crying. How would that sound like?
For Fez, it's like... Fez management's coming. Oh, wait. Woo! 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 They're gone. Anyway, Ron, let me tell you.
Are you saying those are crocodile tears?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Roland as Fez. What Batman character would you...
Oh, no.
Would you be...
Why would you do this to me? Ronnie B! Why did you stop Opie? Anthony's involved. He's driving too fast home. We must call Anthony. Where's Jimmy? Where's Jimmy? He loves me.
Whoa, Roland Fez, I was just asking you what character you would be from the Batman show.
The Steger brothers are on line 1. Help me. Help me.
I'm just trying to get to know you a little bit.
You don't understand, Opie. I am Fez.
Oh, no.
I don't know what to do anymore. I'll be the character of Robin. Do you know what they say about Robin?
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
I was just trying to ask you what character you would be, man.
Stop it.
I wasn't trying to make you cry.
Oh, this is not good.
I would say I would be the Joker, because, the little fucking sociopath shit going
God,
on.
why doesn't the man stop?
I might have to call Matt and Trey. You might have a voice for South Park there. Oh, okay, now we made it into something. All right.
Wow.
Oh, the sex man has Ron and Fez.
Don't play that song.
Can we play the original Blueberry incident so this makes sense?
Oh, yeah, I guess we have to, huh?
You got the original Blueberry incident from the Ron and Fez show? All set, here it is.
Blueberry incident.
Listen for a heavy breathing. Listen for a door closing. Supposedly that's Ron leaving the situation. I don't know. I was not there that day, but that's what has been told to us. Here's the famous Blueberry incident once again.
You're on a health food kick.
I guess so, yeah.
Now, the blueberry is one that can't work on its own. It has to have something with it, like the kiwi. It's not a standalone fruit. The voice is going to get the spot after the Super Bowl.
The breathing, the door shutting, it's all classic.
So it gets better. They're allowed interns. We're not. So
Yeah, it must
we're
be
still
nice.
not allowed. But they're working on it. They're making progress was the last thing I heard about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
One of their interns decided that...
on his first day, this is intern No Name. He hasn't even named yet. And on his first day as an intern, he came to them apparently and said, I made a song.
A Blueberry
called
song.
Blueberry Feels.
So let's listen.
Oh, my God.
I guess this is not allowed on the Ron and Fez show. Do they play it?
They played, I've heard it once. I don't know, it was just this week. And then Fez said you're going to have a long internship.
What a get-up-and-go gumption kind of an intern,
God bless the kid. Can we have him? Oh,
We
that's
can't.
right.
Oh,
You're not allowed.
yeah.
Yeah. Here's the song.
Let me take you now, 'cause I'm going to blueberry fields. What the fuck's the big deal? I'm getting pretty hung about it. Blueberries can't stand alone. The blueberry's not a standalone fruit. It needs something to make it work. Just like the kiwi, it just needs something else. That's why kiwis fucking rock. Let me take you now, 'cause I'm going to blueberry fields. What the fuck's the big deal? I'm getting pretty hung about it. Blueberries can't stand alone.
It's a long song, but I'll tell you right the fuck now. If we were allowed to have interns, I'd grab that guy tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a really good song parody. That's really good.
Yeah.
But Fezzi said he's going to have a long internship now?
Well, to come in your first day and do a song parody making light of...
Why not make
I think
light
you gotta,
of it? You got to make light of something that was serious on the show.
And you got to take what's going on the show and not take it personally and just go like, wow, this kid's got some talent.
Well, Fez doesn't like the fact that he's been embarrassed
He
by
feels
that
disrespected.
incident.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this new kid just comes in and is just mocking him to get everybody on his side.
No kid on the block, right?
Yeah. I don't blame Fez.
He almost killed their intern, Fast Freddy, a few months back.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was a bit intoxicated at the time. But,
Yeah, I remember that one. Wow.
That's really good, though. Bravo to that kid who has no name yet. That's a really good parody.
That's his name, no name.
No name.
Right.
All right, we'll...
So that's his name.
Right.
So he has a name. It's called No Name.
There's a DJ named No Name, though.
He's in San Francisco.
It doesn't matter.
I know him. He's a friend of mine.
Intern.
Oh, is he the guy that
Look
used
at
to
that.
work with the girl?
Yeah, with Sarah. Yeah, he's great.
All right. We're going to take a
That's
break
the
and talk to Ice-T and Coco next. Stay there.
Sirius XM, the virus. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Rather be a New Jack hustler.
Oh, yeah. That means one thing. Ice-T is in the studio. I was ready to say in the house, and
I'm in the house.
I would have sounded really, really old school.
Yeah.
When the building.
I'm reading in the prep sheet. I never knew this. You were in the Breakin' films.
Yep, that's where I was. That was my first time being in movies.
What did you do in Breakin' or
Rap.
Breakin' 2? Oh, okay. You had a small part.
Like, you know, when Shabba-Doo and Boogaloo Shrimp and them were in the club, I was the guy on the stage, and I was rapping.
Oh,
it was kind of
shit.
like a featured background person.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have lines, I just rapped.
I think I did know that, actually. Maybe I have heard
Yeah.
that before.
I haven't watched the Breaking movies in a while.
I thought Beat Street was a little better. I mean, from
I do too.
my
I do
experience in white suburban North Brunswick, I have no idea which one was more realistic, but I preferred Beat Street.
And we want to say good morning to Coco,
Yes.
too, of course, who's
Yes.
here with Ice-T.
I'm here. Yes, bright and early.
I was just telling Ice-T that usually we like to see the show before you guys come in, and we didn't get an advance copy, and then you said quickly that it's a comedy.
Well, you know, we went to shoot the show. 8 years ago, they came at us to shoot a show. Coco did this thing called Hip Hop Wives, and they wanted to do one. I was like, nah, reality show to break up the marriage and everything. I'm not with it. You know, 8 years later, they kept coming, They kept coming, and finally I said, look, we'll do it under one circumstance, is that you really shoot us. You get us, and you don't twist it. You know, because my relationship is important to me. If we fight or whatever, we'll do it, but don't add anything.
Fake drama,
No fake drama.
Or like assisted reality.
Assisted.
Or edit it in a way to make it worse than it really was. and all
Right.
that crap.
They after the first show, they said, you guys got a comedy. You know? And I'm like, I'm funny. And then we started to look at the scenes, and I'm like, kind of funny, you know, when you look at it. Yeah. So it came out as a comedy, and we shot all 8 shows. I've seen them. We're very happy with him, and I'm very critical. You know, I'm protecting myself. I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't touch one frame of any show. I just said, let it go. It looks good.
Oh, there was nothing you wanted out. You were fine with all of it.
I mean, you know, I'm in control of what I do. I just, like I say, I just don't need a twist or something put on there. You know, so they got the tone of it, and I'm very happy of it. So it's a reality show I'm proud of. But Coco will tell you, it's like we broke the trend.
Well, I believe we broke the trend because nowadays everything is a train wreck, you know, and it seems this is really a housewife show. And you see, this is if you lay across every network has like a housewife show, including housewives of this, housewives of that, housewife, and it's like they seem to be unhappy.
Yeah.
You know, and this
in a
is
mansion.
And this is
in a mansion, right?
And this is the one housewife show where I'm very happy. You know? And I've proved that we can be together for 10 years and still be happy. And under the circumstances that I work for ICE, you know, I'm his assistant. So I'm not just the housewife that stays at home. I'm the cute housewife that is his assistant.
She's like my Sharon Osbourne. She keeps me together, holds it down.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's the boss, though? Because Sharon certainly runs that operation.
Well, I'm very organized, anal person. You know, I'm
Don't say anal on this show. All these guys just got erections. You said that.
That's your brain.
That's ours, too.
I listen to Opie and Anthony. I know what goes on in this.
He's reading the room. Coco said anal.
Pretty accurate. Why do you make it so easy for us?
But I am. I'm very much of a perfectionist, and you know, he needs that. His life was so unorganized when I came in, you know, and I just slightly organized him, and here he is. You know, he's still.
I mean, I guess if you say who's the boss, at the end of the day, I'll have the final say. But I don't. My job is not to override everything she's doing because I have her in charge trying to make things right. So we got to balance it out. You know, some guys just don't want their woman to have any say. So I'm like, well, then there's only one person running the show. I mean, I appreciate having a partner because a lot of things. And as an artist, I can generate money. I'm just not into crossing the T's and dotting the I's. You know, that's just not my thing. So I want to do the art. And I would watch this Osbournes, and I'm like, would Ozzy have a mansion if it wasn't for shit? I mean, does he even know he's on TV? You know, and I'm a big fan of Oz, you know. And when he does his thing, can nobody touch him? But that's his thing. Now, paying phone bills, I don't know if that's what Ozzy
Ozzy's not a receipt saver.
right, exactly.
We'll write this dinner off.
I can't see him saying that.
That's probably not Ozzy's thing either. You're right, but that's what she does. A lot of artists, but I hope you watch the money, because a lot of artists, especially with royalties, musicians, get fucked by the companies and by people because they don't watch the trail. It's hard for
I've
musicians.
already done that. I've already, you know, lost the money because of that. Fortunately, I've been in the game 25 years, so I've gone through that zone of wasting money. I had 15 cars, you know, giving all your money to your friends, and all. I've been through that. And
business managers or whatever that don't look out for you.
The whole thing.
Wow.
But fortunately, I've been able to sustain, and you know, now that I've gotten on Law and Order, I've been on there 12 years. I've got my books tight and everything. So I survived the. You know, the coming of age of a celebrity where you usually, if you don't make it past that point, you're through.
You know what you just he just described MC Hammer, who we had in here. And he couldn't keep sustaining it, and that's the problem with MC Hammer. So he gave all his money away as he was going, but then all of a sudden the money stopped coming in. And then he was in deep trouble.
There's a guilt that goes along with success. You know, when you making it and all your friends aren't, and you want to help
bring some people up.
And you know, you can't even come around your neighborhood in a new car because everybody's still broke, and you want to see your friends come, and you want to go on vacation, but you don't want new friends, so you bring your friends. It starts to cost a lot of money, you know. But after you've done it for a long enough time, now my boys is like, ICE already paid us. He did more than he had to do. Can he live?
Around, right?
Let him live. Let him live. He doesn't owe anybody nothing, you know. So I've made it through that growing period of fame. And people that come from nothing, they understand that. You know, you got your family. And it's not that they're asking for it. You feel guilty in a way to say, I won.
Because of your success, you mean? Or like you have what they don't have? And it's like, you start to feel like, I'm obligated to do something.
Yeah.
And then there's some that will. Sugar Ray Leonard was in the other day, and in his book, he's talking about the people and how they just don't stop asking you for money. Family,
Well, you
friends.
just got to say no after a while.
It's hard, though, right?
It's hard. It's hard, but after a while, and then you say no. You say, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm that. You tell them, look, I got to pay taxes. I got this. I got that. And they go, and I could tell my friends, look, man, I owe $1 million, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I'm having this, and they go, okay, I get it. That's bad. But can I still borrow $5? It's like no matter what you say, they're like looking at what they see, and you're on TV. You know, I mean, how can
no
you
one
not?
gets right.
By the way, you missed. Let me tell you, everybody, what they missed. Ice-T said you're on TV, and 3 desperate faces looked up.
Turn around. What?
He was speaking kind of metaphorically.
Yes.
Like us.
We've had a wild 2 days. So
yeah, it got a little crazy.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about going pretty much from gangsta to mainstream over the years. You successfully pulled that off.
Yeah.
Were you catching any flack when you first kind of started going mainstream about your street cred and people going like you sell out and shit like that?
Only time I ever get it is from the square. You know, like the cats from the hood know. They're happy to see me successful.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? They know that, when you're in the streets doing that, you're doing that because those are the options that are open to you. As new options open, if you don't take them, you're a sucker. You coming from the ghetto complaining about not having an opportunity, then you get an opportunity and you don't take it, then you're a sucker. Now, you got corny people on the sideline. Oh, he's lost his street cred. What the fuck do you know about street cred? Any damn way. My street cred is bulletproof. I've done whatever has to be done to get the street cred. That's why I just put out my new book called Ice. It's the road from South Central to Hollywood. And it shows the transition. But, those who say don't know and those who know don't say. I'm far from a cop. Trust me. Just trust me. I'm a good actor.
I love that explanation.
You put out, by the way, the book, right? Pimp. You put out. Didn't you?
I wrote the foreword to Pimp by Iceberg Slim.
Right, but you kind of re-released it or whatever.
Yeah, because I admired Iceberg, and that's where I got my name. But then at some point in reading the books, of course, at first I wanted to live his life. Then I realized he's a writer. At some point it hit me like he's a writer. So if I really want to be held forever in people's hearts and in their minds, I need to document the game. It's not about being the biggest hustler on the street. It's the one who wrote about it. That's who gets to, last forever.
It's an amazing book. I've read it twice.
I've read it too. Love it.
From when was he alive? Like the 40s? He was.
And we just did a movie on his life too. We did a documentary on It's Not Done. But that's what my music was meant to be, like documentation of the game.
Are there photos of him? And who is the guy? The other one who had the cat, Miss Peaches. Who was that? The tall bald pimp who I think he got everything from. That's the guy I want to see a photo of.
Oh my God. Damn.
It's probably been a while, right? But
yeah. I'm trying. I'm supposed to know that name.
I don't know it either.
Yeah. Well, probably his name was Mac. That's a good name for a pimp, Mac. But that's what it is. So if you read my book is kind of like in the same sense. It shows the growth and it shows all the different channels I went through in music. And then how do you end up on Law and Order?
Right.
How did that happen? But that
was a great run.
Hey, I'm still on it. I just re-signed for another couple years. So,
nice.
I'm able to do that. Then I'm over here doing my rock band, playing Cop Killer over on this side of town. And I'm, it's just those people that really know me, when they watch our TV show, they'll laugh. They'll go, yo, that's Ice right there. Because I'm comfortable with who I am.
Some of the music you did years ago, does it kind of seem silly now, all the fuss that was made of it, when you look at what's going on in music today and on the internet and whatnot?
Yeah, well, come on. I mean, everything seems silly in retrospect. It's like the news is real stupid, period. It's like every time, breast implants will explode on a plane. Every time something, I'm like, what happened? Did pit bulls stop biting people? That was like happening for a while.
That's the big story.
Yeah, like the big stories just rotate. So I was just one of the big stories.
Right.
It's all stupid. I mean, considering what's really going on.
Yeah, you know what? At the time, it was such a big story. And everybody was totally hating you. And it almost seems nostalgic and kind of funny now that there was such a fuss made of music.
The president was after me.
Oh, yeah.
But now I have something. How many people can actually say that the president of the United States of America spoke their name in anger?
You and Kanye West.
Yeah.
They really are.
But even when Kanye came out and said the president doesn't like black people, I'm like, have you listened to Public Enemy? It's like, this is not a new comment,
Right.
This is new. But Kanye, he said something at the time, and, when you look down there and you look at New Orleans where he was, he saw those people sitting out in the street and the floods, that's how it seemed. It didn't really look like anybody cared. I don't think Beverly Hills would have been floating around that long.
Yeah, he spoke his mind, and then goddamn Michael Myers.
Yeah,
Mike Myers was next to him at the time, and his face just—it's like he looked at him like, "Why am I being dragged into this?"
He just wanted to read a few lines and get off the stage.
I've never seen such a pretend that didn't just happen face. He just stared straight ahead, hoping everything would go away, and he'd wake up and he wouldn't be there.
You see any of the other PE guys?
Oh, definitely. I just did a movie. I just finished directing a movie called The Art of Rap, where I interviewed a lot of MCs from back in the days, Chuck D, of course.
Yeah.
And it's more of a movie about how you rap, not the money, the girls, the cars. It's like the art form.
Right.
So we're going to have that out later this summer, too.
What do you think changed about, because you listen to rap from the Run DMC and the way they were, and the way it is now lyrically, it's a lot different.
It went pop.
You think it got more pop?
No, it's pop. It's pop music now. Now what you're doing is you're listening to what you're hearing on the radio. It's pop music with a rap delivery. See, you could rap. Anybody can rap, but that's not hip-hop. Hip-hop has a special sound to it. It has a special vibe to it. But when you're doing a pop record and then you just happen to rap, that doesn't, Pink can rap. There's a lot of people that can rap. So it's lost its soul, if you ask me. But I say that meaning I want to inspire the soul to come back. I'm not saying it like a hater. I just want the kids to bring the soul back. I'd love to see an 18-year-old Public Enemy group come out right now, young kids, or a new KRS-One. Because no matter what we do, we're old now. We're older than them. We're the parents' age, so the kids don't want. So they need somebody from their generation to come out and rock the world.
What happened to KRS-One?
He's still out there, but since we live in a pop culture, if you're not on the radio, then people don't think you exist. You have to be on the radio. The little girls right now, they if it's not on MTV, then it must not be good. And then MTV doesn't even play music anymore. No. One last thing. I was talking to a 21-year-old girl the other day doing an interview. She said, Ice, about music. And I said, well, I made my money in music when people went to the record store.
Yeah.
She said, what's a record store?
Wow.
I swear to God.
Yep.
And I said, like Tower? Oh, no. Like Warehouse? Oh. Virgin? Oh, FY. She said, like Best Buy?
Oh, shit.
And I said, well, they're trying to sell microwaves, really.
and Best Buy is even pushing kind of the music out. You go to Best Buy and try to find something. They don't care. Nothing's in an alphabetical order anymore. It's just kind of just thrown around.
It's all electronic delivery.
You ever think you'd see the day that there would be no bookstores and no record stores? Dude, in our lifetime? Are you crazy?
Dude, I got people, because I'm from the music business, every day an artist walks up to me, I want to get put on. Ice, can you help me? And I ask them, I say, well, what's the last record you bought? And they give me this blank face. I'm like, so this is the industry you're trying to get into.
Yeah.
Now you ask why I'm on television.
Right.
God damn, yeah.
But you can't get, I went to get the Ozzy box set.
Of course you did.
I know. I did.
Of course you did.
Every discussion goes back to Ozzy. But I tried to. I went into Best Buy. Yep. They didn't have it. It's like you had to order it or go to a specialty store in Jersey. You can't get any type of specialty stuff like that unless it's the Beatles or somebody that's going to sell everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wiener's on TV. What's the hell with that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I think he's just trying to live up to his name, right?
Yeah, the Wiener thing.
That was not that impressive a dick. I'm sorry. It just wasn't.
No.
All smoke and mirrors.
No, it was the fact that, he was, he's a politician. He was lying.
So what does that do? A politician lying and showing porn pictures of himself.
They're all doing it. It's like everybody is doing that shit. It's just, you don't want to see it.
When you say politician, immediately I think creepy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm with Ice-T.
Yeah. I think lying sack of shit. Yeah. And, creepy.
Doesn't matter.
I think helpful.
And it doesn't matter what side, so
absolutely.
across the board for me. Hey, Coco's just sitting there looking all Beautiful.
Looking all beautiful.
And we got a reality show. I know.
She loves sitting around the men when we chop it up,
Yeah.
you know.
I do.
Yeah, that's how a woman learns. Like, let the men talk.
I'll
They'll
tell you.
release a secret.
Here we go.
Ice will, he could sit here all day and just chat.
Yeah.
I don't think he even knows that he's talking.
I love talking to the homies. I love when I'm in a room full of real live cats. It's fun. If now I'm with some squares, I'm ready to quit. I'm like, okay, enough talking to you guys. You're draining my cool.
I got an observation. I always felt like Ice-T was really scary. You're really likable.
Well, I'm likable until
that's
you cross me.
All right, but this is the first
that's
time
what I
we've
would
met
assume.
you. I mean, what I've seen like over the years, I'm like, man, he's intimidating.
No, I'm not.
But you're a very likable guy, sir.
You know
I
what
think
it
I've
is?
lightened him up too.
Yeah, she lightened me up.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The most dangerous cats I've ever met are the most likable cats.
Yes.
You know,
man,
they're the kind that smile and they laugh with you and show you the pictures of their kids, and they'll take a dinner fork and pull your fucking eye out of your head. You know, it's the guys that act tough all the time. They're the ones that are insecure and they're trying to show it. You know, so I'm very calm, but if there was a problem, you'd be glad I was here. You feel me? You know, I got that other side, but people always say that. It's like, well, you're not mean. I'm like, well, you're not my enemy.
Right.
Yeah, why,
You know,
why should you be? Right.
I gotta breathe. And like Coco said, I got Coco. What I got to be mad about, right?
Yeah.
Coco, you have a picture taken down recently on TwitPic.
They're always taking pictures down.
Coco knows how to use Twitter.
Yeah.
Her twit
I have a
pics
gimmick.
are ridiculous.
Yeah.
What was the photo
My
they took down?
Well, just recently I balanced a can on my butt, and it was in a thong because if you follow me on my Twitter, I do thong Thursdays
At Coco's World?
and Titty Tuesdays.
Yes.
So you get both T and A. If you're not into asses, then you're going to be in boobs, either or. You know.
You're like, damn, I got to wait a couple of days.
Yeah,
what is
exactly.
Wednesday?
Well, it used to be Wet Wednesdays, but I can't keep up with it. I gotta do two, and then it was like Freaky Feet Friday, so you show like shoes and people that are into shoes.
Oh, foot fetish guys, right?
Foot fetish guys. Yeah, I tried.
What did you
to
do the one for Spartacus? What was that?
Spartacus is a Testicle Tuesdays.
My dog.
That's my dog. He's
Oh,
cute
shit.
Spartacus on Twitter. Yeah, and he does Testicle Tuesdays. PETA got at me.
Why?
Because they're like, we want you to be the face of PETA along with Pamela Anderson and Charlize Theron, blah, blah, blah.
Cut the dog
And they're
nuts
like,
off.
can you please neuter Spartacus?
No way.
Because, that causes diseases in their lifetime, blah, 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 blah. And I'm
Oh,
like, I'm trying to
on.
breed this little guy,
I want to know what guy can ever cut another thing's nuts off.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what you're I think the voodoo of that.
There's got to be some kind of karma that goes with that. And
he would love his balls.
But you know what? To go back to my Thong Thursday, I get upset that, okay, people can have nude pictures up. Not like, I need to have nude pictures
Frontal
up.
nudity.
But then I have a thong on, which I'm usually in when I'm on the beach. So it's not even anything outrageous.
Yeah.
And they take them down. Like, literally, I was balancing, and actually they were booty shorts that looked like thongs, to tell you the truth. But I was balancing a can on my ass, and
And
by
your
the
mother
way,
took
my
the
mother
pic.
took the picture for me. See, the story goes
Family values.
it's Wednesday night. So it's Wednesday night, and I go, geez, Mom, we're eating pizza on the counter. Geez, I don't have Thong Thursday picture. I don't know what I'm going to do. I try to be funny. And she's like, oh, well, I'll get a camera. I'll take the picture. And I'm like, well, I want to do something funny. I look around the room. I look down. I see a Sprite can. I was like, let me try to balance this on my ass. I've never tried it before. People had asked me to do it, but I've never tried it before.
Did a
So I
good job,
squatted
too.
down. She got the camera. Yeah, and I actually can do it. Now it's a trend. Now everywhere, TMZ picked up on that, and all girls are now trying to balance a can on
We're doing
their
TV
asses.
interviews and people are like, well, do you think Coco would balance the can? No, dumbass. No.
Yes.
That was just one night, her and her mother, stupid.
I never saw that photo. Not
It's
that
out.
I'm, not that I'm really hoping we could see it.
I'm going to put it back up.
Okay,
I got a
please
new
do.
Who page. If you guys know what a Who page is, it's just for celebrities and athletes who can actually put anything they want on, up on there.
Oh, wow.
And
That's handy.
so I'm going to repost it soon.
It's a
So-
famous picture, I think. So far, that's been your most famous.
Why can't we do it today?
I know. I'm not wearing the right stuff.
Yeah, we have someone that works for the show that loves Coco's ass.
Oh, where is that
I'm gonna
person?
guess it's either Danny or Mars.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go, the picture.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's on television.
Wait, where does it?
Where did
are
I
you
come in?
watching?
That's Apple
That's
TV.
CNN.
Oh, Apple TV.
It's a national situation.
It is.
Apple TV.
It's Apple TV. We just
Yeah.
popped it up for
Travis is amazing
Oh,
in
good.
there.
Yeah.
Danny
Very
and
good.
Mars especially love
Wow.
Coco's ass.
That's funny.
Holy shit.
I've
And that
never
was-
looked because
None of
she's
us-
a married
one
woman,
take.
but I'm here. It's
None
very
of us are
lovely.
complaining about it, trust me, but Danny and Mars especially love it. Can't get
That's,
enough.
that is a nice
This-
get up.
Coco, your ass
Wow.
See, and that's not showing too much, honestly, guys.
No,
I'm
it's not
not,
bad.
I mean,
They should have
come
taken
on.
that down. I got to tell you, your
Twitter's
ass,
afraid of booty.
your ass
It's
comes
all-
up in discussion a lot on the show.
Really?
As the go-to ass, yeah.
Really?
It's the go-to
Yes,
ass.
I'm
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
funny, Coke, though, when she, we got together, a lot of women are like, oh, she has a fake ass. And I'm like, fake ass? We never even heard of fake asses before, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I got breast implants. That's cool, but a fake butt? And, I told her, I said, well, just take that as a compliment. They just look at it like it's impossible.
Right.
It could be real. But it's real. I would have blown out any type of, anything that was back that it was fake. And I'm a brother. I mean, I could go with the booze, but I need real meat.
Can we talk about the fake ass for a second?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Wouldn't it be a pain in the neck to sit the fuck
No,
down?
it is possible.
People
do
are
it all
actually
the
doing
time.
it.
I've actually seen it, touched it, and everything.
Is it uncomfortable to sit down?
Well, that's the thing. Okay, I might be a hypocrite when I say this, but yes, I got my boobs enhanced at 18 years old. I'm against the butt implants. And people
Yeah.
go, well, you did that. Why would you be against that? But seriously, think about it. I'm not sitting on my chest.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like
it's
your butt
totally
is
different.
the main key on your body. You're constantly doing something with your legs. And I've seen a lot go wrong. I've seen one droop down.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it could be as natural looking.
But they got the implants and now they got the shots or whatever.
Ugh.
That it's just it's
They're
nasty.
creepy looking. They don't look.
Yeah.
There's something off
seen
about
it?
them.
I mean, when I say
Well, you don't bang.
What
You
I
don't.
say?
I mean, you don't. I don't. Bang your boobs. I bang your ass. You dig what I'm saying? Now it's good to have some meat back there because I don't want to break a pelvis or anything when I'm in motion.
Some padding, right?
Yeah,
right.
but-
It tells me Ice-T's an animal.
I'm a man. Oh yeah. Oh, we going
Tear
to
that shit up.
Yeah. Well, we have this thing that people have been asking us how we keep our relationship together, and we have this thing that we call the sexual code.
Okay.
And I think every man, every woman has a sexual code. Now, the code is whatever it takes to turn you the fuck on. Okay? It might mean you might need to see a girl in a wetsuit and figure skates. I don't know what the code is. The question is, are you willing to tell the code, and are they tell the code, and are they willing to accommodate the code? And we all have a code, and the thing of it is, usually when you're just dating, you're afraid to tell the code because it might be a little too kinky.
Right.
But once you understand the code, it's going to be good.
And you could be a bunch of codes. It
It could be a
just
bunch of codes.
one.
Yeah, it could be a bunch of codes.
It could be a long list of codes.
Could you give us one of your codes?
Yes, Jimmy.
I like when I'm having sex with a girl and she talks about how she's fucked guys who are better fucks than I am and have bigger dicks than I do.
And that turns you to fuck off.
Well, it's just such an easy. It's such an easy thing to find. But yeah, I like the humiliation of it because I'm so jaded after all these years of porn. It's like I'm so numb that I like two girls. But it's like I would rather hear about her telling me how she would rather be fucking somebody other than me because that's taboo.
And that just makes you explode the three-way orgasm where you fart and you come and you get a headache.
If she says it right, it becomes the four-way because I shit as well.
I talked about the three-way one time on Twitter, and people were like, "Are you what? A headache?" And then some people was like, "Man, I know what that one is." Well, you really think you're gonna die when you're extreme. You're like, wow, I love you.
Some gasket's gonna blow somewhere.
Right. Toes are about to pop off like rockets.
Today is Code Friday. I like if body scent is good. I like no deodorant. I like a little smell under the arms. That could be very sexy. Or feet.
See, look, I think you might have hit one of Coco's toes.
Oh, Coco likes that.
I don't need deodorant as long as the chemistry's good. If the body chemistry,
yeah.
That's nature telling you that you should be or you shouldn't be.
I gave up one of my codes. I go into stalker mode right before we get home. So, like, right before we get ready to come in, we've been out all night. Then I'll say, walk in front of me. She walks. I let her open the door.
He wants to be
I
like
want to
he
be
doesn't know
behind
me.
her and follow her into the house and kind of like, because you got to think when you're with your girl all night, you don't really get to see her because she's right with you. Everyone else gets to admire. So I'm like, just walk ahead, and you walk into the door, and then I come through the door, and I'm evil Mick. You know, I'm that guy.
Yeah, you get to be creepy guy. At the party
I get to be creepy guy from the party that follow their home. Exactly, and that's it works for me. That's just one of the many codes of the ice.
Yeah, there are many codes, and they can be physical too. But for me, they're more mental because you can't create. It's usually mental.
But
You're more mental.
But then also with your girl, they have to find out the code, and they have to work on it to become the best at it, so you don't look anywhere else.
By the way, when is your show on? It's Sunday night.
You just sold the show. You just sold the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Sunday nights at 10:30. We come on right after Kardashians on E.
Oh, you're on. Oh, wow. Okay,
that's not a bad.
That's a good slot.
Starting this Sunday.
Slot.
Yeah, we said they're going to change the channel to the Boo D channel.
Everyone is
Boo E channel.
Everyone is screaming. What is Coco's Twitter? It's Coco's World.
It's Coco's World. Go check it out.
For the losers out there, you can follow me, which is Final Level, FINALLEVE.
Why not Ice-T? Who has it?
There was some gay dude in Arizona that had Ice-T.
Really?
Yeah, when I went on Twitter, I didn't go on Twitter. I wasn't the first person. So I went there, and there's some guy on there saying, like, Ice-T stuff like, I'm cool. Keep it hip. You know, and I'm like, all right, you can just have that world. If you want to be me so bad, fuck you. But and my production company is called Final Level Entertainment, Final Level Productions.
Okay.
I think we're all trying to get to the final level. Plus, I'm a gamer, and that's what we try.
Nice.
So I just said, well, there's a chance I'll promote myself and my.
What's your game?
I play Call of Duty right now. I'm a character in the new Gears of War 3.
I love Gears of War. Yeah.
I play a character named Griffin. That's coming out. That's that talk about money. Now, I didn't get any of this money. I just got paid to be in the show. This game has sold over 1 million pre-sales at about $100 a pop.
It is amazing. There's some game franchises where, like Call of Duty, that are just instant moneymakers. It's amazing. Rockstar games that put out all the Grand Theft Auto.
I was in Grand Theft Auto.
I was in.
So were we.
In 4 in Red Dead Redemption.
You guys were?
Yeah. I'm the guy. I
well.
sell the guns in the gun store.
I'm the main guy at I'm the last guy in San Andreas.
Right.
Yeah.
San Andreas. Oh,
I was the cracked out.
Right. Yeah.
It's Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Yeah. So in
great,
this one I'm Griffin, and I also did a body count song for the game. For the Horde mode.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Hey, we're all together there in the games.
Pisser, man. Hell yeah. I love gaming, man. They were cursing all the time with these goddamn little bastards shooting me, knifing me. Yeah. I hate those son of a bitches with the knife. Come around. You're all, armed for bear, and you're going out there, you got your good weapon, and you just hear... And then you just see some asshole running away from you. I hate that. I hate that.
He's a gamer.
Yeah.
She loves the fact I game. A lot of women don't like the fact their men game. Coco has a great answer for it. She goes, at least you know where they are.
Yeah, that's true. And if you've seen a lot of female gamers, you ain't trying to hook up with them. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm talking a fat pig, 1520. Yeah, they're not exactly attractive.
Well, they're saying you guys got stuff to do.
Yeah,
so.
they're busy today, man. Ice-T and Coco, yeah.
This was a great interview. We've been on a lot of interviews. They're like, so your show comes on Sunday night. Ice, you're a rapper. Coco, you've done a lot of modeling. Thank you. Good. Nice meeting you guys. Bye.
Fuck that. We like hanging and talking. Believe me, if you guys were able to come in earlier, we'd have loved to talk to you more. And
we'll come back.
And we would love to have
come
you
back.
Absolutely.
After you guys see the show.
Well, and Coco's got to come in with the proper attire for Nash.
Yeah, we got to get Nash shot in here.
I think if she did it for anybody, she'd do it for this show.
Would you do it for us next time?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I will do that.
And I would love to talk some old school shit with you. NWA, all that era. That era it fascinates me.
Go to YouTube and hit The Art of Rap, and you'll see the trailer for my movie. It'll be what you want to see.
Fantastic.
And,
When is that coming out?
It'll be out this summer. It's editing right now.
So it's close.
Yeah,
Good.
It'll be out this summer. But I can't. I got so much stuff. I only can promote one thing at a time.
Yeah, you're a busy guy, man.
Come back when that's ready.
Okay,
absolutely.
Listen, but they're promoting their reality show, Ice Loves Coco. Baby Got Backstory. Premieres Sunday, 10:30 on E.
Yeah, right after the Kardashians, right?
Yeah,
it's a great spot.
The Baby Got Backstory. That was a preview. They've already shown that. So it's just Ice Loves Coco, and it's a spin on I Love Lucy.
Right.
That's what it is.
say that.
Oh, nice. A little different, though, huh?
Yeah, a
You
little
guys are
bit.
sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah, and Lucy can balance cans.
You've never seen that. All right, guys. This was a pleasure.
See you Monday
Have a good
weekend
and
Absolutely.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
The Virus. Sirius XM. Opie and Anthony. The Opie and Anthony Show. Damn it.